100,000 jobs last month, down from 147,000 in June. What gains there were came primarily in healthcare, offset by shrinkage of the federal workforce. The unemployment rate ticked up a notch, still a low 4.2%. President Trump plans higher tariffs for dozens of America's trading partners. Some are not pleased, while others breathe a sigh of relief. The New Zealand finance minister says her country is bracing for a 5% tariff hike.
It appears New Zealand has been impacted by a very blunt formula, which does not take account of the low tariffs we impose on US products. Instead, the blunt formula simply says that countries which export more to the US than they import will face higher tariff rates.
The higher tariffs take effect next week. Canada the exception, though. Tariffs on Canadian goods immediately go from 25 to 35%. The CIA and the Justice Department have declassified new documents relating to the Russia collusion hoax and sent them to the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Attorney General Pam Bondi said in a statement the DOJ provided Committee Chairman Senator Chuck Grassley with previously classified information relating to what she called Special Counsel Durham's investigation into possible coordination between the Clinton campaign and the Obama administration to interfere with the 2016 presidential election. The CIA wrote on its X account that the disclosure, quote, further advances President Trump's directive for maximum transparency. Bob Agnew reporting.
The White House says the president has sent Special Envoy Steve Witkoff to the Mideast to save lives and end the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. On Wall Street, Dow futures down 362. More on these stories at townhall.com.
They say timing is everything in the gold and silver markets, and it's true. Dennis Prager here for AmFed Coin and Bullion. Although you can buy at the right time, if you buy the wrong coins, you may not make a profit. When gold was $400 an ounce, many people were talked into buying high-grade old gold and silver collector's coins. Unfortunately, most of the people who bought these so-called semi-numismatic coins, like the $20 St. Gaudens and Liberty Head gold coins, have not broken even on their investment. Incredible, given that gold has risen approximately 525% since then. So while timing is everything, if you buy the wrong coins, the timing simply doesn't matter. Having a dealer who cares about positioning you in the right types of coins or bullion will mean more to your portfolio than anything else. That's why I deal with Nick Rovich and AmFed Coin and Bullion. Whether you're buying or selling, call 800-221-7694. That's 800-221-7694. Or go to AmericanFederal.com. AmericanFederal.com.
China raising privacy concerns over one particular NVIDIA chip.
China's cyberspace regulators have summoned NVIDIA over potential backdoor safety risks in its H2O chips, saying the chips can be tracked and turned off remotely. 2 weeks ago, the U.S. lifted a block on those chips, allowing NVIDIA to resume sales in China. The U.S. does still ban the sale of the most advanced chips to China that are necessary for developing artificial intelligence. Concerns over chip tracking and security have been raised by both Chinese regulators and U.S. lawmakers. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Italy has agreed to a Vatican plan to turn a plot of land north of Rome into a solar farm that will generate enough electricity to meet the needs of Vatican City. The Vatican foreign minister signed the accord with Italy's ambassador to the Holy See. The Italian parliament must approve the arrangement. News and analysis, townhall.com. The Department of Transportation releases a long secret list of its most overdue and over-budget projects, revealing billions of dollars in taxpayer money committed to projects that just can't seem to get across the finish line.
The list includes an interstate redesign in Columbus, Ohio, which is running nearly 20 years behind schedule and double the initial costs, and California's much-maligned high-speed rail, which costs have tripled. Those and 13 other projects account for more than $12 billion in federal taxpayer money committed to assist state and local officials who struggle to complete the improvements. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy provided the list to Congress, and Iowa Republican Senator Joni Ernst made it public Wednesday. She said she wants to expose some of the biggest black eyes for central planners in government. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
ExxonMobil's profit dropped in the second quarter to the lowest level in 4 years as oil prices declined. The oil and gas giant earned $7.08 billion April through June. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The Javelin, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday.
Yes!
We made it.
We are there, sir.
Enjoy the last day of freedom, please.
Yeah, it sunk in today. I'm like, and the worst part is, if it's anything like the situation that my kids found themselves in, they've been trying to get themselves back into the routine, at least for the back half of the week. My daughter's really been struggling with it. Hunter's ready. He's ready and raring to go. But today is the day that even if you haven't been like working on your routine, you should probably start.
Yeah.
You should probably be up already. You should go ahead and get breakfast in. Do things as if it were a school day. And then look at all the day you have to enjoy.
That's the best part.
That's how you make the most of your final day of summer.
Back in our, once
Weekday.
you get ready, then you just sit down and watch cartoons or whatever.
Best.
I don't know what they do now, but that was back when we did.
Well, they go on,
Their iPad
Netflix or wherever. And they watch their cartoons.
Get on their tablet and watch YouTube videos or whatever. Yeah. But, that's, enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still a thing, like, for kids? Like, to wake up at, 7 in the morning on a Saturday and eat cereal? And...
I don't think so. I mean, it's not with my kids, for sure. Like, on their weekend days, on like Saturday, when they're my house at least, rarely do they get up before, 8:30. My son is on occasion up by 7, but he's usually really groggy, and he'll just climb onto the couch and kind of just snuggle.
I think TV is just dictated. Now, because back then, you had one source. You had your TV, and then back then it was usually like the most of ABC, NBC. They'd be showing Today, Good Morning America, whatever the news is. But your what would have been like? For you it would have been like UPN or something. But for me, it was even before all that.
Oh, come on, give me a little credit. No, UPN was like when I was way older.
But they were back in the day. They would have for me, it was DC 20, which was it was barely on the normal. It was almost in the UHF world, but that was where they showed cartoons and Romper Room and those kinds of shows.
We always, and I'm going to attribute it to, and I think that the statute of limitations is passed on this. I'm going to attribute it to us stealing it, but we always had cable. Even when we had nothing else as a kid, we had cable. So I was watching Nick or maybe Nick Jr. when I was young.
So that was 80s for me, 70s when I was 4 years old and go to my grandmother's and everything. Literally, it would be this was before there was Fox channel, TV channel.
Right.
So what is now the Fox TV channel was just like a DC5 local, and they would show My Three Sons and I Love Lucy, and then I think they'd show People's Court in the middle of the day or something. You know what I mean? And so I would, but in the mornings they'd show cartoons and all that. So that was and I think that's why we got up early because and then Saturday mornings till about noon on even network TV was pretty much for kids. They were showing cartoons till about noon. Well, about 11 in the East Coast. And then they'd start showing American Gladiators or wrestling or something.
And that was the cool part about growing up in that age is that every network was competing against each other.
Yeah.
They all had their opposing blocks.
Right.
You had all of the Warner properties I think I want to say CBS owned those because that's where I used to watch the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show, which I still remember the entire opening of that show. Over Chuck and lights, but it was so CBS, and then it was Bugs Bunny and Tweety show, and then American Gladiators, and then that's when like I think at that point it was like not oh gosh, I think it was Conan the Barbarian and stuff like that. That's when the Farscape. That's when those shows would come on.
Yeah, for me, I remember
Space Nine,
like my creamy spot of that in my youth. I remember waking up in the 7 and 8 o'clock hours was like Super Friends, Halls of Justice, some of those kind of cartoons,
right?
And then about 9-ish in the morning, 9 to 9:10-ish, that's when like Space Ghost and Herculoids and those Johnny Quest, which starts showing up. And then at 11 o'clock, it was wrestling or later on American Gladiator.
Right.
But that was my morning. I remember. And then at noon, when wrestling or American Gladiators was done, then we hit the bikes and hit the streets.
Yeah. It was like, I think it was WWF Superstars is the wrestling that
it was right there before, maybe a year or two before the first Slam or whatever, the WrestleMania. Yeah. It was like before that.
Yeah, right around then and I was actually, it's funny, I was just watching a thing about this yesterday. Right about then is when, so the story goes, Jack and Jerry Briscoe sold their stake in the territories to Vince for a guaranteed lifetime job, essentially. And true to his word, they stuck around until they were no longer with us. But this infuriated the guy that was running the territory so much that he refused. He even put out like a $5,000 bounty on one of the wrestlers that was in WWF to injure their champion at the time, and he basically turned him down. Oh, the Road Warriors, that's what it was. He tried to offer $5,000 to the Road Warriors to injure somebody, and I can't remember exactly who. But that all begat the purchase of the Georgia Championship Wrestling from I can't remember the owner at that point, but he got with it a slot of TV time on TBS which was then called WWF's World Championship Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Sounds very odd put together, but that was the first cable-based wrestling show.
Okay. Yeah, because the one I watched, it was on
network.
On network, yeah. It was on one. I don't remember which one. It was one of them. So.
Yeah, that was one. That was a deal between NBC, I believe it would be, and the WWF.
Okay.
Or the WWF at that point. I can't remember.
But all that is the reason why we watch cartoons.
There you go.
None of that is. None of that happens now.
I remember waking up at 5 a.m. in 7th grade because I had to go work with my mom at the nursing home. I've told the story when I got expelled. And I used to wake up at 5 a.m. because they would show an hour block of cartoons, specifically Samurai Pizza Cats, which was a Japanese translated thing.
Yeah.
And then this Transformers Beast Wars show where it was like they were animals like rats and stuff, but they transformed into robots.
Okay.
Really, really cool. So that was like my morning, and then I'd go off and do my shift with my mom or whatever at the nursing home.
My cool shows were, do you remember Mask?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember, and those were after school ones, like 4 in the afternoon when G.I. Joe, Mask, Mask was really cool to me.
Yeah.
I was all about the Mask. And they had toys for a minute, and we were all wanting the Mask toys.
Mask was like, it was like offshoot
Transformers,
right?
Yeah, it was, but it was an eco spin, and humans were involved. And so basically
it's almost like the predecessor to what I watched when I was a kid, which is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the offshoot, or the predecessor to that.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, and it was like a team. It was like Knight Rider meets Transformers.
Okay.
With an eco team. They were, like each one had a specialty, but they were, and I feel like they were trying to save the Earth or something. I don't remember. There was some spin there too. But anyway, all I remember is they had cool gadgets and cool toys, and because there was like a pickup truck, a race car, a motorcycle, and perfect toys for boys.
Oh, 100%. I always
Mask stood for something like something mobile,
mobile attacks, something.
Yeah.
The one thing that used to infuriate me the most about those, the commercials for the products that were based on the car, is the sets that these kids got to play on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's cool to have a racer that shoots, plastic missiles and stuff, but they had like big fake rocks, like exploding walls and cool stuff. It's like, yeah, the toy is neat, but where am I going to get that set up?
Your G.I. Joe stuff's way cooler on your playset than my playset.
Right.
I got a dirt pile in the backyard.
I need to go find a quarry somewhere so I can have some time with my guys.
Yeah. Although we did, my young days, when, like I said, the neighborhood we did was building around me, so it was a lot of, so I could create a lot of G.I. Joe places.
Yeah,
there.
there's buildable terrain, unless, you're...
I didn't have convenience like they did, where it was like, oh, look, just this mountain shaped like a thing, just perfect for their deal.
Mine always took place in the forest.
Yeah.
I never got cool, like desert rocks, Yeah. You always had to set it up. It was the same scenario. That's the problem, is it got my time with my guys got stale.
Yeah.
Couldn't change the scenery. It's real humid.
They're falling out. You don't take me anywhere anymore.
Johnny Turbo just walked in the second season.
All right, I reckon I should give you the rundown.
Sure.
We're going to replay interview this hour because tomorrow is the Chavez County Health Council, or Health Fair. We're going to play our interview with the Health Council. Last-minute reminder for everybody here in just a few minutes. In the 8 o'clock hour, we got not one but two guests for you. Barbara Gomez from Main Street Roswell is going to join us for the first part of the hour, give us an update there. And then Sonia Bolaños is going to join us for the back half of the hour from Outreach Program Services.
Yes.
Talking about saving folks a little money.
It's signed up. It's a great program.
It's a bright future.
Saves up to 28% on your...
Yeah, you know way more about it because you got to interview her last time while I was getting shot in the eye.
She'll learn you.
She'll learn you.
She'll learn you.
Oh, we'll learn. And then we're going to replay our interview. We'll round out the week here with our interview we had earlier in the week with the Roswell High Choir. Not choir, cheer. And chit-chatted with the cheer ladies and some of the boosters, and they're needing funds to, you know how it is. They got to go all over the state for competitions. It costs a lot of money.
Right.
So we will play that interview in the 9 o'clock hour.
Dude, need fundage, bro.
We need money. How about you? Yes, I do.
We need money. Yes, we do.
All right, it is 7:17. Time for the weather. I'm sorry. There's no good news bear in this weather.
Look, all right, you guys had some really nice days. Yesterday was, I'll say it, downright pleasant.
And today's not going to be so bad, but after today, not so much.
Fantastic.
So good news bear is drying up here. Here's your weather.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like mid-90s for us today. We'll have sunshine most of the day. We do have a very slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Overnight, a few clouds, upper 60s to about 70, and then we start warming up on Saturday. We'll be in the upper 90s for the afternoon high. We should have plenty of sunshine, even hotter on Sunday. We're in the low 100s and sunny. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 71 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity's at 68% with northeast winds at 10 miles per hour. We do have a 20% chance at, well, they say before 9 here. So, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. But we'll see. Mostly sunny today with a high of 93. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. 20% chance of rain for tonight. Partly cloudy with an overnight low of 69 degrees. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Then things get hot. Tomorrow, we'll get to the century mark-ish. Sunny and hot, 99 for a high. South winds 5 to 10. Sunday, sunny, hot, 105 is our high on Sunday, and that continues for a good hunk of next week. Northwest winds 10 miles per hour, and then, like I said, next week's more of that. Sunny and 104 on Monday. Sunny and 102 on Tuesday, sunny and 105 on Wednesday, and sunny and 105 on Thursday of next week. So the heat picks up after today. All right, 7:19, we're going to take a 2.5-minute break. Then we're going to play our interview with the folks from the Chaves County Health Council talking about tomorrow's big health expo. Don't go away.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand financed. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
It's back to school time again. The one thing that never changes at this time of year is how much we need to pray over our schools. There are also words from the Bible that offer encouragement to both our students and educators during this time. Joshua writes this: "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Solomon writes this in Proverbs chapter 3, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So our church would like to pray this prayer over you. Heavenly Father, as our children and educators step into a new school year, we ask you for protection, wisdom, and peace to surround them. Guard their hearts and minds. Fill them with confidence and perseverance, and help them to be lights of kindness and faith in their schools. Bless our students, our teachers, our friends, and families, and guide them all in your truth and love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. You burn more calories sleeping than you do watching television. For the ultimate workout, fall asleep in front of the TV. Here's Mike Winters.
Studio this morning from the Chaves County Health Council. Carrie Moore and Jennifer Smith back with us. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Well, you look okay. Like for days away from event, you look pretty happy.
I don't know. I think there was like a lot of hair I pulled out this morning. Stress. Give us a few days.
Yes. Talk to you on Sunday, then you'll be really happy. But of course, this Saturday is the big Chaves County Health Expo at the mall this year. It'll be a fun-filled morning, starting off with the Boys and Girls Club fun run at like 600, 700, 8 in the morning there, and then shortly thereafter, when the mall opens up, we'll have the Health Expo, and then that'll go till about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, because with the location changed, everything had to kind of change because everybody's hours changed.
Yes.
So the run will still be the same. Registration starts at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be outside the mall, so it'll be running around the mall.
Yeah.
And just in case you ever wanted to know, on a 5K, it's 4 times around the mall.
Okay. That is official 5K.
That's an official 5K.
4 loops around the mall.
With like 4 extra steps.
Okay.
Yes, just 4 extra steps.
How many stops at La Salsa and all the places in between there?
Little chips and salsa to keep the momentum going.
Hey, I need some protein. Let me hit this burrito stand real quick.
Need the guac. Pass the guac. So the race will start at 7 o'clock. Always got to start early because it is so hot in the summer.
Well, it is August, and will be officially August at that point. And you know how that is in southeast New Mexico. So I think our high on Saturday is like 97. So it'll be good and warm by.
Which is 3 degrees cooler than I was thinking it was going to be. So
that's right. Well, it's a win.
Yes, 2 digits. Woohoo!
But fortunately, the mall has air conditioning, so we can. Once you're inside during the actual health fair, then you're in cool comfort.
Yeah, we don't do outside events anymore.
No,
been there, done that. Not doing it again.
Not in August. It's just,
No.
That's why God invented air conditioning. So.
Exactly. Yeah, so the 5K is themed.
Yes.
It's 80s. Anything 80s. So whereas the Health Expo is kind of retro video game-ish.
Yeah.
Rick at the Boys and Girls Club, because this is a fundraiser for the Boys and
Yes,
Girls
this
Club.
is money for their program.
Yep,
Yes.
all the money generated through this goes right back to them. There is no money that goes anywhere else.
So for their after-school programs, their summer programs, you're supporting that by participating in the fund.
Yes, so help support the local children.
Mm-hmm. And the reason they can offer more expansive services like the after-school pickups and stuff, that's expanding because more and more people sign up for things like the fund. So please, if you haven't signed up yet, sign up. Be there, and be there at 6:30 for registration. And I don't know if you can still guarantee T-shirts at this point.
Can't guarantee T-shirts. At that point, it'll be first come, first serve on whatever he has available.
Gotcha.
That was already done. But let's say you're not a runner. And you still want to support.
Yeah.
You can be a sideline cheerleader.
Absolutely.
You can still dress up in costume and you can stand out there and scream and yell because, they're going to come by 4 times.
And to be honest, if it's a fun run and you only make 2, I mean, what are you going to do?
Right.
You're out there supporting. And,
I ran 5 steps. I'm good.
Hey, now if you want to push break your record and for a 5K, then come on down and compete. But then if you want to kill 2 birds, come as like Q-Bert or Pac-Man or something. That way you can fit the 80s and the gaming vibe for the just cover an 80s game. And Donkey Kong. Maybe you can do a Donkey Kong and Mario and Luigi and the damsel in distress. I don't know.
Hey,
her name.
me and Carrie are going to be
Princess
Mario and
Peach.
Luigi.
That's who it is, Princess Peach. I couldn't remember
Princess
the name.
Peach?
I
mean, come on.
I can't remember the damsel's name. Sorry.
Look at the gowns on that damsel.
Or dress as a frog and avoid logs and
Hubert would be fun to see if anybody could do that one.
That would be good.
Yeah.
You got to work that snorkel just right.
Well, it could be just a cute hat.
Yeah.
One of those beanies they make.
Or you know what, guys? If you wanted to dress like Indiana Jones, do it. Pretend you're the pitfall guy.
Right. This is a funner, healthier version of Comic-Con.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly.
It's open to all kinds of interpretation
And
here.
because a lot of 80s games were stick figures and stuff, you can be a little loose on your costuming a little bit because they didn't have the digital details back then.
You got sticky notes. You can make you an 8-bit something somewhere.
Exactly. Just be a digital blur and walk around. And maybe Zelda. I don't know.
I always forget about Zelda, and that was one of my favorite games.
It's a fun. That was like the first real epic game on like a Nintendo. Like it took more than an hour to beat it. You know what I mean? It took some time. And back in those days, there was a magazine, kids, called Nintendo Power. And inside Nintendo Power, they would give you the map of the whole Zelda universe, and then like if you beat the game, there's another version of the game that's they move the things around. It's the same map, but like they move the rewards into different parts. Yeah, that's all.
My eyes glossed over people out there in Radio Land because he just went full on geek.
I went little nerd. I went nerd. Yes, I went nerd. Yeah, but yeah. So whatever so be Link, be whatever, be whatever. I'd go with some of those Atari games.
Yeah.
Maybe just be.
Well, and if you're not that creative, I mean, just wear like all white and you could be Pong.
There you go. I'm a Pong.
I'm the stick. Boing.
Yep. I could be soccer, could be hockey, I could be baseball. I don't know. It's Pong.
So that's the fun side of the Health Expo.
Yes.
And then we have the serious side of it.
Yeah, the part where you want to come and take advantage of, the health screenings and things, that's all there. But there's going to be a lot of informational booths about quality of life to financial planning to healthcare to making things nicer in your home and everything in between there.
Yeah, it's all over the place. But we are like we do every single year. There will be the free mammograms for those who don't have insurance.
Yeah. You'll get a sign up and then like a note to come back. You're not doing them at the mall.
Right. You're scheduling your appointment with Eastern New Mexico Medical Center.
But it'll be a free mammogram. You just you'll schedule a time convenient for you and go back to Eastern and they'll conduct the actual mammogram on that time that's convenient.
Yes.
Yeah, and this works with your schedule, so you don't have to try to clear it out, and they'll have different dates available, so that way they can try to fit you in with your schedule.
So please, if you don't have health insurance to cover these kind of things, and you're a female that's in that window, please
40 and above,
sign up
every 2 years. Mammograms.
I think they keep lowering it too. It seems like every couple of years they keep lowering that number. First it was like 50s, and now I think.
Well, that was like 20 years ago.
Now
when it was 50.
now they're at 40s. Usually about the time I'm about to hit the milestone.
It moves. Yeah. That happens with retirement.
Yeah. Same thing. You can retire. Yeah, that'd be me. It'll be. But anyway, please sign up for these things. Please take, because especially the mammogram technology is much more in depth on what they can see now and so they can. A lot of times they'll get things and they'll see an anomaly and they'll want to do follow up. 99 times out of 10, it's nothing. But the imagery and the advancement of these machines, they're able to see a lot more of the tissue and a lot more of what's going on in there.
Yeah. So right now this will still be a 2D mammogram, but it's still, the technology is still better than what it was.
It's absolutely, they can see things. But anyway, it's free. Sign up for it. Especially if you haven't had one in a while and you don't have the insurance because you're like, well, I can't afford that. Well,
now you can
afford free.
Because the Health Council or the Health Expo is paying for that. That's part of this. We've got child immunizations with a Z, by the way. I know that. One typo and dang it. But yeah, we've got child vaccines. If you lost your kids' birth certificates and you're born in New Mexico, you can come and get your birth certificates replaced.
All the stuff you need to get ready for school here if you haven't done so already.
Right.
Yeah.
And we do the free backpacks with supplies as well. That's kind of the big piece to this for us.
And the cool part is you guys are kind of like, because I know the district's doing their thing at the Aquatic Center Friday. So whatever you kind of don't get there, you can kind of maybe get on Saturday at the Health Expo there too. So if you're trying to get goods, the Health Expo is kind of like one more chance before school starts next week to get those school supplies.
Molina's providing backpacks this year.
Awesome. Big thank you to them for doing that. So that's because I know several things are going on where you can get stuff. I know like the car dealers are doing things over the weekend, but sometimes it's not enough to circulate. And here's the other thing too is a lot of times these kids will get school supplies and they're broke or lost or something by Christmas. So you got to replace them. So maybe if you already got their notebooks, let's get some more. Because guess what? Before the school year's out, they're going to need them at some point or fashion. So that's another thing you can get at the health fair.
And I think ours is going to be fun.
Well, yeah, it's more fun because you get to do it dressed up as Q-Bert or whatever, the Pitfall guy or whatever.
Well, okay, so what would be fun, right? Q-Bert on the drunk goggles on the scooter.
Yeah.
For the DWI.
That would be fun with Travis County DWI.
Yeah. That'd be perfect.
Because they'll be there with their drunk goggles.
Oh, good. So you folks can try that out and do all that. That's always fun. Whether you're on the thing or on the side watching, it's fun for all. So.
Oh yeah, we have a blast watching them.
We set up our main table right near just to watch people be drunk all day.
We are a little strategic in our placing of booths.
Yes, we are.
You got to oversee everything. That's where you got to be centrally located.
Right. And then we're gonna have what else? We're gonna have. Oh, we're gonna have a robot.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're going to have a medical robot there. I don't really know what that robot does.
No
it's got like 8 yards. Well, it is Roswell.
We're all about the probings.
Oh, they should dress it up as E.T.
I think. Why not? Or E.T., but dressed up. Remember when they dressed E.T. up as like an old lady?
Yeah, there you go. Ouch.
They can only make the neck go about 3 feet.
Yeah, there you go. 100% Chavis. 100% Chavis
County.
Chavis County, yeah.
Yes.
He is going to help us. We're going to do a behavioral health assessment.
Oh, great.
And find out, who knows about what's going on in the behavioral health field. Do you feel like we have enough? Because we're working on some.
Well, I know that they've kind of spearheading the opioid settlement money and trying to find the best use for that money, and so this is probably kind of part of that.
This is kind of tying into it. So this is the Health Council with 100% Chavis County working within that opioid fund. we're all trying to bring all these services in.
Sure.
And, the whole goal of all the nonprofits and everybody is to make a healthier Roswell.
Absolutely.
In order to do that, we need information. So, part of it is doing that.
And the mental health, nationally, we are way behind that curve on that. And so, and if we can use this opioid money to best set the foundation for good mental health treatment for folks, that's a huge win. So that's what we're trying to do on that. So please reach out to 100% Chevis County and those folks and get your opinions, any questions for resources. They're trying to, the more the merrier on that kind of stuff.
Right. Well, and speaking of resources, so 100% Chavis County works with the Health Council, and we create and print a resource guide for the whole county.
Good.
And we release it at the Health Expo.
Debut is there.
Debut is there. So you want your printed copy of it, and it's beautiful.
It's very beautiful this
Nice.
year.
Yeah. Come to the Health Expo. You get your resource guide, and
It'll be
this
the
is filled.
prettiest thing on your refrigerator.
I don't know if
Might
it'll
be a
Is
little
it too
too
big?
big.
Too big?
A little too heavy.
It's
All
about
right.
24 pages.
Okay, so yeah, it probably won't fit.
Well,
on
no,
that
28
fridge.
pages total. Yeah.
All right. So maybe in that drawer by your
Yeah.
your fridge in the phone book where you keep all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's about the size of a phone book this year.
Gotcha.
We went ahead and
Perfect.
shrunk it up.
So wherever you keep those kids, phone book's this thing that you can look up phone numbers without your cell phone.
Right.
Yes. Pre-Google.
Yeah.
Let your fingers do the walking.
That's right. And then they had yellow pages, and that was just for businesses. The white pages were for residential. So-
Right. and it's loaded with the numbers for all kinds of things, from basic needs to behavioral health to senior services to veteran services.
Good deal.
So pretty much, it's not fully inclusive because I'm sure there's
Something you
things-
always miss.
I always
but-
miss something.
But it's pretty covers the gamut. And,
Right.
And
28
if something
pages
needs-
is a lot of
And
resources.
if you do have a list or do see it and have things, please get with Carrie for next year's edition to make sure it gets in.
Right, yeah. If you're not in there and you need to be in there, call 211. This
Yep.
is how it all gets started. This
Absolutely.
is what we do.
That's what 211 is. That's what that number's for folks to call it to find resources for things. And if they can't give it to you directly, they try to get you in touch with the people that can. So that's
Exactly.
kind of how it works. And really, this Health Expo this Saturday is the same thing. It's just in a physical form. There's going to be lots of different folks. If you're looking for everything from quality of life stuff to retirement, financial, wanting to set up, I know, sometimes we're a little late in the game on that, but if you want to get started, there's going to be people that can help you do that kind of stuff. Or if you're young, I mean, I always talk about baby boomers and Gen Xers working about this stuff. You should actually be working it as a Gen Z right now, setting up your retirement. That's when you're supposed to be doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Not when you look like us.
Yeah, because by the time you look like us, you can go into retirement and you don't have to worry about anything
Yeah, at this
else.
point, we're supposed to already have it in place. But,
I'll
till
start
then-
tomorrow.
That's right. And then everything, of course, those screenings, checks, things, please sign up for those. The mammograms, especially if you you don't qualify for your own or have insurance for your own, please take advantage of this. Even if you do it once a year, that's good. If you're getting a free screening once a year, that's probably about what the doctor recommends. I'm thinking, depending on certain folks. But
Well, there's a lot of resources. There's over 100 tables that are
Yes.
going to be set up. So there's something for everybody.
absolutely, if you're looking to get healthy or looking to make your quality of life better, whether it's financially, physically, if you're looking, for home stuff at your home to make, I'm telling you, the older I get, the more excited I am to getting a stand-up tub. Can't wait to have one.
I'm not there yet.
How amazing is that, though?
I don't know. I kind of get excited about them,
You
too.
know what I'm saying? You open the door, you sit in and just sit there and feel like you could put a drink, a TV.
And then because they're deep, I think that's the whole reason. It's like having a hot tub in your house without having to deal with all the chlorine and all that other stuff.
Exactly.
I was just like, oh, that would be kind of fun.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, yeah, they got this one right, man. This is awesome.
But I'd be the one where the door opens up and my whole bathroom
That's the problem is I forget and I get out and the door opens and the cat does something. Yeah.
Stop drinking in the tub, Carrie.
I will have a foot of water in the bathroom at some point sometime. But
Or that's when the grandbabies come over and, it became a swimming pool for them.
yeah, exactly. That's my. It's like it's going in mommy and daddy's room. We're locking the door. You don't use the other bathroom. But But anyway, this is what the Health Expo is about this Saturday. So come on out. It's at the Roswell Mall.
It's at the Roswell Mall. So what you're going to want to do when you get there, you're going to want to go smack dab to the center of the mall. There's going to be a big old tent. And that's where you need to get your bag, your resource guide, your
Is that the entrance by the shoe store in La Salsa? That's kind of that one right
by
there.
La Salsa.
Yeah, that entrance.
Right there in the center, which is where they used to do the photos before.
Yes, yeah.
That'll be the main area for you to come and get all your stuff. This is where you get your passport to go to the booth for your stamps to get entered into the prize drawings.
Gotcha.
Because the Health Expo is really good about some fantastic prizes.
You could leave out of there with some stuff if you play your
We
cards
already
right.
bought all the prizes.
Nice.
There
are no more prizes. We got them all.
Fantastic this year.
Yeah, pretty much. We were kind of wiping out some of the stores, and we don't do little things.
That's right.
She wouldn't let me order $6,000 worth of Fitbits. She said I had to go
wanted
shopping.
Fun stuff.
Right. Not everything's needed.
I just wanted to order it and not have to go shopping during back to school
She wants to
weekend.
do Oprah. You get a Fitbit. You get a Fitbit. Just start throwing them out to everybody out there.
Carrie was going to have her Oprah moment.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, she drugged me to the store.
That's right. Hey, if I'm going to be here. I'm spending money, by golly. But please come to this event and like I said, when the mall opens up, everything. But like I said, don't go through Penny's or down the other end. Go through the
you can
middle.
go through there, but you got to make your way to the center to get your stuff.
To get your passports,
And
to get your
you can't
swag
miss us. It's going to be Super Mario Brother themed.
Yes.
You're not going to miss it.
You'll see a bunch of people dressed in 80s theme attire, and you're like, what's going on here?
Yeah, we'll be dressed in something.
Is that Dig Dug? What is that?
Something.
I think I just saw a giant rocket walk by earlier.
That's what we want.
Right.
Yeah, so, we can't do this without our sponsors. And people ask, why do you charge for the booths and stuff? But this is why, because we have to pay for things like mammograms and
Absolutely.
some of these resources that we bring in here.
Not everything's free to
Not everything's free.
us. It's
Right.
free to you, not to us.
Yep. So we utilize our community partners. And so we work with Eastern New Mexico Medical Center, who is our top sponsor for this. Boys and Girls Club, of course, the Chaves County Health Council.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the 100% Chaves County Initiative, Chaves County DWI program, Chimera, Presbyterian, Turquoise Care, Casa Maria, and Sunset Via.
Okay,
my eyes don't work.
Senior living folks.
Yep. We've got Molina, who's doing the backpacks. We got Loveless Regional Hospital, Interim Health Care, Quality Care. And then we've got a whole bunch of different other ones. But yeah, we can't do this without our sponsors.
They're the reason this event happens. And if you are interested in being in next year's, reach out to the Health Council. It's not too early now. Say, hey, I love this. I want to be a part of next
Oh,
year.
no, we can get you on the list. We have a lot of people that they tried to come in a little late, and so they're on the list for next year.
Well, and I think didn't the mall kind of, because of the location, y'all had to go a little smaller this year, or is it still about the same size?
It's, okay. Fingers crossed it's going to be the same size.
Okay.
So the amount of booths is the same size.
You've been measuring the mall for how many months now?
Yeah, so I was out there. I took my son, and we went and I bought a laser ruler thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Whatever those are.
Those measurers, yeah.
Yeah, and I told the kid, I was like, okay, let's start measuring and see what we're going to get so I can figure out how many booths and where I'm going to start putting them because I got to lay this out.
Right.
And so we do all of that, and I'm at the end, and Angie comes up to me, and she's like, I want you to know, security came over and said, hey, there's a lady running through the mall with a clipboard making all kinds of notes. I just think you should be aware.
Hey, I was waiting for well, at what point did you get arrested or at least questioned?
I know. I'm like, maybe I need to go find security and write him up for something.
I should get a permit, maybe. Well, I think you're fine until you start doing it to people. Like, if you start doing... Can you... Thank you. All right. And then move along.
We went late, so that way, hopefully we weren't interrupting a whole lot of people.
Hey.
And then, I have to take this all back to my office and sit there and go, oh, geometry. Okay, how do I do this? Geometry. Crap.
Yeah.
I flunked that class in high school.
Well, your chef skills come in. You're like, all right, what if I measure it in cups and grams?
It's like, wait a minute, that hallway is 30 feet wide, a booth is 10 feet, 3 will fit there, and then I can just start adjusting from that.
I can fit a cake rack right now. It just turns that way. But But this is your 2-minute warning, folks. The Chaves County Health Council's annual health fair is this Saturday at the Roswell Mall. Starts early at 6:30 with the fun run, and then as soon as the mall opens there at 10 a.m. And like you said, the main entrance is the middle where you sign up, register, get your passports. You'll see the tent there. That's where you go in. So if you do go in one of the other parts of the mall, gravitate, just smell the burritos from La Salsa, and you'll be close by. So.
Right. Yep. And it's really important to come and do that piece to it because we need to do counts.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do a count at the mall because there's so many entrances.
Absolutely.
And so one of the ways that we do it is by doing the registration booth where we're giving out stuff and we
can't
count
win
all
the prizes unless you register. So.
Right. And then the more we can say, hey, this is how many people came through here, the more sponsors we can get and the bigger it can grow. And then before you know it, we may have a whole there's 65,000 people in Chaves County. How fun would that be?
We can get them all in there.
All in there.
That's a lot of corn dogs.
They don't have corn dogs in the mall anymore.
No, we don't, do we? No. It's a lot of burritos.
There you go. Chips and salsa for everyone.
That's right. Can I get a quesadilla? You'll get a burrito. Did we get it all?
Yep, on the Health Expo.
Awesome.
Let me do this piece real fast because we also got what's called the ZAG Business Fair.
Okay.
So ZAG is the Z and Alpha Generation Entrepreneurial Fair.
Okay.
So what we want to do is those 10 to 17-year-olds who want to be create their own business, be their own CEOs.
Start learning the process now. Yeah.
This is the time. Sign up now, and we'll work it through. We'll teach you how to do a marketing plan, how to do a business plan, the financial plan. And then when it's all said and done, you get to create your goods and then sell it.
Nice.
Which will happen just before Christmas. So that way you have some spending money. And
I like money.
And if it's one of those things that works out, it's a great product, you could sell it during the Christmas.
That's right. We all like money.
Season.
Money's a good thing. People like money, and you can have extra of it. And
yep. So everything you need to know about the ZAG, the health fair, all of that can be found on the Health Council website.
Our next Bill Gates or whoever, Elon Musk or whatever billionaire tycoon, he might come out of one of these classes.
I know. I was trying to figure out, okay, so who would the kids know? And I'm like, okay, who are the top 10 youth entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
They're all like probably TikTokers or something like that, or YouTubers.
Well, I think they probably are now.
Yeah.
But like the top one was somebody who created a lemonade stand in Austin.
Nice.
It was like the bee's knees or something.
And wrong business.
And a person who was making bows was another one. And then there was, of course, some techie people. And I'm like, we could have the next big person come out of Roswell.
Exactly.
You just never know. So
could be the widget thing that we didn't know we needed, and you designed it and made it, and now it's a staple in every home.
Yep. So this is the place to do this. So the Health Council is really good about creating pieces in the community to help growth and health growth, youth,
and then learn it in the modern way. Using the internet, using the I imagine there's a few people our age who could probably benefit from the class as much as 15-year-olds could.
Yeah. I'll put you in contact with somebody else, Mike.
That doesn't fit the we need something with an ex-boomer or whatever you call it. But again, 211 has more information about all of that.
Right. Yep. And 211 is Chaves County's resource line. We are the only one in the state that's operated from the Health Council and not part of United Way. So we're a little different. And
And to be honest, if you still have questions about flooding or any of that stuff, we can put you in touch with those resources.
Exactly.
The 211, it kind of evolved during that to be that basically glue to help people get in touch with things they need to get through the flood and all that. And we're still doing that.
Right. Yeah. Because of the way the disasters hit, we are kind of the poster child for many of the other 211 lines and the other around the state. So they're kind of looking at us on how we were able to do stuff.
We're good at disasters, folks. What do you want to say?
Creating them, or
right.
Little of
That's
both.
open to interpretation.
I feel like you've known me all my life. I didn't mean to do that.
Tomato. The point is, how did it end? That's the point. So, very good. Well, thank you, ladies, and we'll see you this weekend.
All right.
Come to the mall. And 211, any questions about Health Expo, any of the stuff with the ZAG stuff, anything, or if you're looking for a doctor or new to town and maybe have a child with special needs and looking for resources or whatever it is, that's what that's there for.
If I don't have it, I can find it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Go stomp out 27 fires.
All right.
With your Pecos Valley News Update, I'm Jared Sorello. Congratulations going out to Bailey Dennison, who was crowned this week as the Eddy County Fair Queen. Outgoing Queen Taylor Salter handed off the crown. Dennison's first official duty was to hand out the ribbons and banners to 4-H and FFA members during the awards ceremony at the fair's livestock barn. Dennison is a 15-year-old sophomore at Artesia High School. Megan McKibben of Carlsbad and Paisley Phillips of Artesia were the runners-up. A Clovis man is convicted of child abuse after shooting his daughter in July of 2023. Police said Jeffrey Smiley opened fire on his ex-wife's car after finding out earlier that day that the couple's divorce had been finalized in court. The ruling meant that Smiley would not be allowed to see or visit his 7-year-old daughter. When he fired the gun, the child was struck and severely wounded, but survived. Smiley will be sentenced at a later date. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
If you're about to hop in an Uber after dinner or a long night out, listen up. There's a new dangerous scam spreading. I'm Kim Commando for LinkedIn Jobs. Post a job for free. Find qualified candidates quickly. LinkedIn.com/Kim. So you need an Uber to get home safely after some fun. Great move. You request a ride, a driver accepts. Then seconds later, your phone rings. Your driver says, I need to verify your account before I can pick you up. They ask for your phone number, email, and the 6-digit code Uber just texted you. Dang, all you wanted was a ride. You're tired, maybe a little out of it, so you hand it all over. Bad move. That caller is not your driver. It's a crook. With that code, they jump into your Uber account, book rides, drain your credit card, and lock you out. So here's what you always need to remember. Uber will never text, call, or email asking you for passwords, banking info, or verification codes. Just hang up and wait for your real driver to come. Get tech smart with my newsletter at getkim.com. As a small business owner, you don't have the luxury of clocking out early. Your business is on your mind 24/7. So when you're hiring, you need a partner that grinds just as hard as you do. That hiring partner is LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn makes it easy to post your job for free, share it with your network, and get qualified candidates that you can manage all in one place. Their new feature can help you write job descriptions and then quickly get your job in front of the right people. Either post your job for free or pay to promote. Promoted jobs get 3 times more qualified applicants. At the end of the day, the most important thing to your small business is the quality of candidates. And with LinkedIn, you can feel confident that you're getting the best. Find out why more than 2.5 million small businesses use LinkedIn for hiring today. Find your next great hire on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Kim. That's linkedin.com/Kim to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Do it today. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Kim.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks like mid-90s for us today. We'll have sunshine most of the day. We do have a very slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Overnight, a few clouds, upper 60s to about 70, and then we start warming up on Saturday. We'll be in the upper 90s for the afternoon high. We should have plenty of sunshine, even hotter on Sunday. We're in the low 100s and sunny. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. The Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge ticked higher last month in a sign that President Donald Trump's broad-based tariffs are starting to lift prices for many goods. Prices rose 2.6% in June compared with a year ago. That's according to the Commerce Department, up from an annual pace of 2.4% in May. The uptick in prices helps explain the central bank's reluctance to cut its key interest rate this week, despite repeated demands from President Trump. The number of Americans filing for jobless benefits inched up modestly last week. The Labor Department reported Thursday that jobless claims for the week, ending July 26th, ticked up by 1,000 to 218,000. The average rate on a 30-year U.S. mortgage eased to where it was 3 weeks ago. The long-term rate slipped to 6.72% from 6.74% last week. That's according to mortgage buyer Freddie Mac. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
It's back to school time again. The one thing that never changes at this time of year is how much we need to pray over our schools. There are also words from the Bible that offer encouragement to both our students and educators during this time. Joshua writes this, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Solomon writes this in Proverbs chapter 3, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So our church would like to pray this prayer over you. Heavenly Father, as our children and educators step into a new school year, we ask you for protection, wisdom, and peace to surround them. Guard their hearts and minds. Fill them with confidence and perseverance, and help them to be lights of kindness and faith in their schools. Bless our students, our teachers, our friends, and families, and guide them all in your truth and love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Attention homeowners! Fulkerson Plumbing has an August special that's too important to miss. This month only, take advantage of their whole home plumbing inspection and water heater flush. Now only $149 for homes up to 2 bathrooms and $249 for 3 or more bathrooms. They'll check all the plumbing fixtures for leaks, damage, and corrosion, plus offer special repair discounts. Right Fit members save up to 20% while non-members still save 10%. Don't let hard water cause major issues for the plumbing in your home. Protect your investment. Call Fulkerson Plumbing today, 575-221-9772.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Celebrate the bounty of Lee County at the 89th Annual Lee County Fair and Rodeo, August the 1st through the 9th in Lovington. And get ready for the biggest entertainment lineup in New Mexico. August the 5th, after PRCA Extreme Bulls, William Beckman. August the 6th, Faith and Family Night with We the Kingdom. August the 7th, Tough Enough to Wear Pink with Randy Hauser. August the 8th, it's American Heroes Night featuring Midland. And August the 9th, for Volunteer Appreciation Night, country superstar Miranda Lambert. Annual Lee County Fair and Rodeo, August the 1st through the 9th in Lovington, New Mexico. For more information and tickets, log on to LeeCountyFair.net.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
We all make promises, big and small, tested over time and distance, tried by circumstances and decisions.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
I do solemnly swear to bear true faith and allegiance.
To help you when you're in need.
To tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
to be considerate and caring, courageous and strong.
For better,
for worse,
in sickness and in health.
To love and cherish.
To be your loving, faithful friend,
partner,
child,
parent,
neighbor. One of our most important commitments is to support our nation's veterans. Learn how you can help a veteran going through a difficult time by visiting maketheconnection.net.
On air and online, this is Roswell's home for talk radio, KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. Amit Thomason. The job market cooled considerably last month. Employers adding just 73,000 jobs, far fewer than in May and June. The unemployment rate, 4.2%. Roughly 70 American trading partners will face higher tariffs. The BBC's David Willis says a presidential executive order has been signed. Those higher tariffs to take effect in a week.
Everything from 50% in the case of Brazil to 15% for Japan, South Korea, and the European Union, 40 to 41% for Syria, Laos and Myanmar. And the White House is portraying this all as a sign of Donald Trump's negotiating skills, making the point that these tariffs are already yielding billions of dollars in revenue for the U.S. coffers.
The president has put tariff hikes on Mexico and China on hold for now, but levies on imports from Canada rise from 25 to 35% effective today. The Senate has started work on a 2026 budget bill, and for the first time in decades, the bill includes no money for NPR and PBS.
The Appropriations Committee has begun its work on an annual bill funding the Departments of Labor, Health and Human Services, and Education, which in the past has included funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. That funding was a target of a recent rescission bill that clawed back some previously approved monies. Committee member Democrat Patty Murray called it shameful, but many Republicans favor the cuts, long accusing NPR and PBS of political bias in favor of the Democrats. Biden reporting.
Heavy losses this morning on Wall Street. The Dow down 651 points, a loss of 1.5%. The NASDAQ down 479%, or 479 points. Townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Ukraine's parliament approves a restoration of the independence of a corruption-fighting watchdog.
The lawmakers' decision reverses Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's move last week curbing their powers, which had brought on protests. In a speech, presidential representative Galina Mikhailiuk says the state law in its legislative proposals stands for the unconditional strengthening of the anti-corruption body's institutional independence, especially to ensure the irreversibility of the punishment of those who go against the law. Fighting entrenched corruption is crucial for Ukraine's aspirations to join the EU and maintain access to billions of dollars of vital Western aid. I'm Charles Tillett.
The White House says President Trump has sent Special Envoy Steve Witkoff to the Mideast to save lives and end the humanitarian crisis. Witkoff arrived in Israel yesterday. News and analysis at townhall.com. Fireflies lighting up the night even more than usual this summer.
But scientists say the lightning bugs are still on the decline. A wet spring may have created the ideal conditions for young fireflies to grow into adulthood and set the summer nights aglow. While evenings may seem a little brighter this summer, the bugs are actually waning at a faster rate than ever before. But experts say to look out for the fireflies, turn off the lights, and avoid spraying front lawns with insecticides. Jason Walker reporting.
Authorities in Arkansas say 28-year-old teacher Andrew McGann has confessed to fatally stabbing a couple in Devil's Den State Park. The victims were walking with their 2 young daughters at the time of the attack. McGann has been charged with 2 counts of capital murder, and he's also been jailed without bond. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The week has flown.
Yeah.
However, I feel like Monday was a year ago.
Well, you also had a big gap in between. You had the surgical procedure done, and so there was it was like a tale of two weeks.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it went quick, but now I'm thinking like, man, Monday was like a year ago. I can't remember the last time I had a weekend. So
I had one of those moments earlier when somebody said talking about something that happened in January.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was this year?
Yeah. Right.
That's insane.
Right.
This has been
back in March.
Like, I heard somebody literally describe the good old days as 2016 the other day. They're like, they said the olden days back in 2016.
Yeah.
So it's just like where, back before everything happened all the time, always, all around you, all at once, every time.
Yeah, that's always easy. Everyone's boom, boom. Yeah, the older you get, the less things seem, shoot, there's things in the 90s, I'm like, that was not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Some people are like, that's my whole lifetime ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get it.
They're like, people are like, oh, yeah, I saw that movie when I was like 3. I'm like, oh, my God. What?
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna get our hour going.
Yep.
Quick, we got a busy hour here for you. Barbara Gomez with Main Street Roswell is going to join us here in about a minute, and then right here in about 8:30 or so, we'll have Sonia Bolaños join us with Outreach Program Services. Sean talked with her last time about some of the energy savings and stuff they've got through some of their programs. So I will learn more about it as we talk with Sonia here in just a little bit. But let's do this. Let's pause for weather. And then here on the other side, Barbara Gomez will join us with Main Street Roswell. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks like mid-90s for us today. We'll have sunshine most of the day. We do have a very slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Overnight, a few clouds, upper 60s to about 70, and then we start warming up on Saturday. We'll be in the upper 90s for the afternoon high. We should have plenty of sunshine, even hotter on Sunday. We're in the low 100s and sunny. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. A group of 12 or more cows is called a flink. If you have only 11 cows, that's called a lot of cow pies. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 9 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from all the way upstairs on the 4th floor.
Wow. Yeah, it was a long way.
It was a trek.
It was a trek, yes.
Barbara Gomez with Main Street Roswell back with us.
Good morning, Mike.
How are you today?
Hey. Better than I was a month ago.
I'm about to say you can take a slight breath of sigh of relief.
A sigh of relief,
yeah. Of course, the one thing that's always funny is that right after UFO Festival, Saturday mornings get quite busy as the farmers market continues. We're about a month in now,
yes,
I think. About four or so farmers markets in now.
And you know what? They are rocking and rolling.
Good deal.
I have to tell you. Every week I get calls from people or emails saying, hey, can I still jump into the farmer's market? Yes, you can. You can be there even though it's already started. You can get in the last few because it goes on until October.
Absolutely. Yeah, we still got another 2 months of this at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And as long as you are, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we don't want like Mary Kay or some kind of jewelry or home decorating that you buy someplace.
Yeah, homemade stuff.
It's all homemade crafts.
Yeah.
But some of the people,
foods and produce.
Foods and beverages. But I have received a few phone calls, like somebody saying, "Hey, my daughter makes sourdough bread." Now, who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
If you can figure out a way to bake it there, you won't need to advertise. They'll just follow their noses.
Just follow your nose. But I understand that they've had 40, 50, sometimes 60 people out there. And so we're kind of merging a couple of events coming up really quick here, Mike.
That's true.
Because the Piñata Fest is coming up, and they're doing it the same weekend as the air races, so they're doing it that same weekend. But that doesn't stop farmers markets.
It's all going.
We're still going to go. We're still going to have watermelons out there. We're still going to have fruits and vegetables and jalapenos and green chili.
Oh, yeah, your chilies will still be around, too.
Your chilies will still be there. But they will merge right into the next thing that's going to be happening, which is, the Piñata Fest. So that'll be a fun weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah, and those are always cool when they do that because, it's like two events rolled into one because about 11-ish or so, the farmers market wraps up and it rolls right into Piñata Fest.
So it's going to be a fun weekend, so plan to be there. The other things that we have going on right now, of course, we talked about we're wrapping up the UFO Festival, so pretty much it's wrapped up. And, I think this year was a little bit different, a little quieter, a little bit different than it was before. But I did hear a number of merchants downtown said they did well. Some didn't do as well.
Yeah.
A lot of food trucks did really, really great. But many of them, Mike, I'm telling you, so many of them were going, I want this spot next year. Sign me up today.
I feel like it, whereas maybe some of the weather may have kept some of the out-of-town folks, I think we had a lot more locals come in and partake and stick around that weekend and be and experience some of it.
Right, and the drone show really brought in a lot of people.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So we're already planning for next year to see how we're going to incorporate that into the event. Because, like I said to you earlier today, Mike, the next year is going to be the 250th birthday of the United States of America. So it's going to be a very full patriotic weekend.
Excellent.
And this year we had fantastic music. We did have, some blues music. We had all kinds of mix of country and Spanish music. We had
and there was always
band.
the two stages going there for most of the weekend. So it's okay, these folks aren't your cup of tea. Mosey on down over here and check out what's going on over here.
It was really, really great. And so a big thank you to everybody that came out to sing. And everybody that was interested in coming. But we had a young lady that came all the way from California. She just wanted to sing somewhere. You may have seen her out there. I think she had a purple face. And, I mean, she was...
you have a purple face at UFO Fest. We kind of blend in.
You're kind of just a regular person at that point, right? You're just one of us after that. That's right. But anyway, a big thank you to sponsors and people that came out. It was great. And we are always... willing to listen. If you think you have some fantastic idea, give us
Sure.
a call. But do it early.
Absolutely.
Please don't wait till the day of the event and say, hey, Barbara, did you know what would be really, really good if you did this?
Yeah.
Because I will not remember. I won't remember a single word you said about next
when we
year.
have these planning meetings that they'll start announcing here probably in the fall.
Yes, yeah, that might be a good idea.
That's when you start mentioning.
Oh yeah, or just send me a message via Facebook. But but you know what, Mike? We're moving on to some bigger and better and fun things that we still have going. We never stop moving and grooving on Main Street. So I do want to tell you about some new businesses that have popped up on Main Street.
Great.
So some of you think that we're not doing anything downtown. We are. You need to come down. If you are a local and have not come down to visit the shops, we've got so many great new shops.
I'm not going to lie. It seems like every time I take a walk up down the street, like, hey, is that new?
Is that new? Is that a new thing that's there?
I almost every, because I've worked downtown. So, I walk, grab lunch or something every once in a while. And every once in a while, I'm just walking and I'll look and say, hey, is that a different? Or sometimes some of the businesses, they've done some upgrades, changes, and so it kind of looks like a new place.
A new place, and they are. I mean, every quarter I put together reports, one that goes to the city of Roswell and the other one that goes to New Mexico Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're talking about is, have you done any upgrades in your area? If you put in a new door, a new window, facade, anything that you've done, a new bathroom, anything, any type of private investment, we want to know about it.
Sure.
And so the merchants downtown are constantly upgrading something. I don't know if you heard or not, but I know that Stellar is working on a big project themselves. So pretty quick, of course, it's not approved and ready to go yet, but they might have a lounge opening up on the back end of their building.
Very good.
So it'll be a really, you can have coffee up front, or you can go sit in back and I guess do like a beatnik, sit back there in the nice, quiet.
That kind of place is a social gathering spot anyway, so it makes sense to to allow or make it more, agreeable to do that.
Yeah. So I'm excited about what she has planned. And, of course, she is a coffee company here on Main Street, but we had a brand new one that opened up right over here at 304 North Richardson.
Yeah, it's like 2 blocks. So basically, if you're here on Main and then once you run out of fuel while you're back over here visiting the Miniatures Museum or something,
you can go get
you around to it. Degenerate Coffee.
Yeah, Degenerate Coffee is opened up. They had their grand opening on July the 25th that morning. And, Mike, I have to tell you, I didn't make it there quite at 9 a.m., but I went there a little bit later, and there was a line.
Mm-hmm.
There was a line out the door, and they had a lot of questions about roasting, about small batch roasting.
Okay.
There's a lot of coffee aficionados, I guess you call them.
Well,
this younger crowd.
Every coffee shop you see, there's always a line, and so it's very popular.
It's very popular.
Yeah.
What was really cool about them is that they partnered up with GF Bakery, and GF Bakery, it's gluten-free bakery.
Oh, okay.
It's on Main Street on the other side of El Toro Bravo, over on the south
got some
side.
family members like to visit that place. They're both celiac, so they can't eat gluten.
So you can, but they not only do they offer gluten-free, but they also offer just regular cupcakes and cakes and cookies.
For us gluten eaters.
For the rest of us that don't have to watch that.
Right.
But they partnered up on that, and so you could have a cup of coffee or a muffin or something from there.
Nice.
And actually, that group is considering, they're kind of looking around, they're considering moving around Richardson Avenue, somewhere close to the coffee shop.
Okay.
They feel like it'd be a good partnership.
Sure.
And
in wafting distance, where they can the smells waft
so
over.
So you can go grab you a book. You can get you maybe a muffin.
Sure.
Get you some coffee. Go over to the Miniature Museum.
Yeah.
That Richardson Avenue has been something that has been a thought of myself and a few other people here in the community of the area between 3rd and 4th Street. We like to refer that to Rockin' on Richardson. And so that will be a project at some point, Mike, to reduce some of that area and really encourage people, because everything from, La Gran Victoria is that direction. And most recently,
encourage people to meander and hang out in that part of the Main Street district,
and it's
too.
kind of a different feel there. It's busy. Yes, we have traffic, but
it's a go-between. It's not a spot where people stop and do things.
Right. And we were thinking about even considering when the UFO happens or other events, to move some of those trucks maybe on Richardson and encourage people to, filter into some of the other areas of Main Street, not
put
just
an attraction over there that would draw people there, if we like a slide or whatever, something. Yeah.
And just most recently, Casa Bella Boutique that used to be located on Main Street, they've moved over right across the street from the City of Roswell Water Department.
Okay.
So they are there now, and they've got a huge location there.
Pay your water bill and get all gussied up.
Yeah, get all gussied up. Yeah.
Not for the water people. They don't care. But, everybody else.
I mean, you can even, they want you to go in there and pay your bill.
That's right. Hey, you look pretty while paying the bill.
Yeah, and then go, a block over, and you end up at Pepper's. Pepper's restaurant is within the district, and then across the street is that Paleteria. If you have never been to that Paleteria across on the north side of Pepper's, I mean, it's very addicting, but it's really, really, really good. They have all those homemade ice creams and, fruit type, what do you call them, popsicles.
Yeah.
That's a great place to go. So anyway, going back on Main Street, where Casa Bella used to be at 305 North Main, there's a brand new shop that's opened. It's called the Pretzel and Ice Cream Shop.
Those are two of my favorite things.
They've done such a great job. If you've not driven by Main Street, they've got they put what are they called, vinyls on their windows, pictures of ice creams, but they have everything that I love, every bad thing that I love. So they do have ice cream, they do have pretzels, and they have dipping type things for your pretzels. So they have the cheese, marinara, ranch dressing. So if you want to dip your pretzels into something, and then they have...
They do chocolate?
I bet they would.
It's pretty good.
Is it really good? I've never tried
pretzel hut in chocolate? Yeah, it's
really? I bet they do have it. But they also have cotton candy, and they have popcorn. I mean, how can you go wrong with any of that?
And you could dip that popcorn in chocolate, too. It's pretty good.
That's right. Sounds like Mike likes chocolate.
I'm a fan. But you know what? I'll dip that pretzel in cheese. Marinara's different, but I'm willing to try it.
Yeah. Well, when you go to an Italian restaurant, it's like a breadstick.
It's like a saltier breadstick.
Yeah. So,
I'm in.
I mean, they've got, during the UFO festival, they opened up, I think, the week before the UFO festival, and that weekend, they were just hopping. These are the same people that own the pizza center.
Yeah. They got great pizza and Italian food.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they have great pizza. So if you have not been to a pizza center, they're located right there next to the bus station.
Yeah.
And on the corner next to Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah, if you're, you can smell them if you're within a block or so. You smell the pizza.
You know what? If you've not had their pizza, Mike, it is so...
Got a good cheesesteak, too, if you're in sub sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
And, pasta. They got some great pasta dishes. They got some good food.
And you know what? They're really, really great people. Very friendly, very willing to make you a great meal. As a matter of fact, I'm planning a meeting with them next week, and they said, come early and have lunch with us. And I thought, well, you don't have to ask me twice. We'll figure out a way to get there a little early so we can eat lunch.
Absolutely. Wow,
but that's become one of my husband's favorite places to go eat is at the pizza place right there. And then we have something that's a little different and a little fun. So right next to, well, of course, you can smell cookies all the time during the weekend at Sweet Baby Jay's.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you've not had a dessert from Sweet Baby Jay's, you need to go by there.
Great cupcakes and
they have cupcakes,
all that.
cookies, puddings, pies.
And they do if you need fancy cupcakes or something for a event or something, they'll be perfect.
Right.
Get that stuff done.
And they even, saying if you're having an event and you want to have maybe a baby shower or a wedding shower, their venue is beautiful and they do rent that out.
Okay, so you can actually do them there too.
Yeah, you can do them there if you want to.
But
right beside them, a brand new shop opened up also right before the UFO Festival. It's at 325 North Main Street, is the Cosmic Disc Shop. Okay. I know a lot of people have gotten into disc golf now, Mike.
So it's a disc golf store.
It's a disc golf store. I have not been in it, but one of my board members did go by there, and he said that they have kind of a virtual type of a disc.
Okay, so kind of like for like Top Golf kind of thing, but for disc golf.
Yeah, but disc golf. So you can practice. I don't know if there's more than one, but I know that there is a disc golf over on Enchanted Hills.
Yeah, that's good. Enchanted Hills is a disc golf course.
Yeah, it's
say
kind
that
of
3
hard
times
to
fast.
say. Yeah, it really is. And I know they've had tournaments out there, but I'm not sure if they have them other places because I know that my son and his family are all into it.
Oh, yeah.
But they have tournaments.
There's kids that are getting sponsored, and I remember interviewing a young man a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's like sponsored and competes, and like it's like a golf tour kind of deal.
Yeah,
but
it
for
really,
disc
really
golf.
is.
Yeah.
Because I took my dogs for a walk there one time, and they were having a tournament, and it was kind of hard to keep my dogs from wanting to chase the disc.
Right, that's the
discs,
problem.
but-
Is leave your pets at home.
Yeah,
They
better
probably
leave them
might
at
be
home.
a problem.
Right. And of course, we have that alien escape room that's coming down the road. It is going to be on the south side of 2nd Street, so it's on the south part of Main Street. All the buildings across the street from the UFO Museum are also going to be something. I mean, it's all a lot under wraps right now, so I'm not sure what all is going in there.
It's classified.
But yeah, it's classified. I thought we were unclassified now.
Not anymore.
Yet. Not yet.
Some things are still beyond the curtain.
Yes. But anyway, you will be seeing some family-friendly type things that are happening across the street from the UFO Museum. And, of course, anyone that brings anybody to town to visit knows they need to take them to the UFO Museum.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you have to go there.
Actually, if you haven't been yourself in a while, they've done a lot of upgrades and additions to the exhibits and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth it. It's a new experience if you haven't been in a while.
Yeah, and not only that, they're really always keeping on top of things in terms of new UFOologists. They may have speakers there, or may they have events there, or they also have a really nice location between the park itself. The little corner tree park area,
garden kind of area. Yeah.
They do have another room there that they hold meetings in there. So it's their library.
To be honest, people don't realize it. Short of Vatican City, it is the largest research facility for UFO alien stuff in the world. The second, and I was just talking back during the UFO Festival about this. The first largest is in Vatican City, which we don't have access to. The second one is right here in the Main Street corridor.
Right. do you know? I hear a lot about UFOs during that time, and I heard somebody was telling me about some place in California that does something in the desert that's also UFO.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we like to think it's unique to Roswell, but I don't think. I mean, they're everywhere. People spot them in other countries and other cities.
We are the mecca for people talking and coming to be about it, but it's people from all over the world that experience it.
That's right. So anyway, so that right there, let's see what I was talking about, the south side. So right there next to the furniture building on the south side of Main, we do have the alien escape room that's going to be coming up. I know I've been talking about it since last year. They're just really been wanting to make it look great. I did get a short tour of it. But the cool thing that they were telling me, Mike, is that because it used to be the old soap shop. So if you're wondering where that's at exactly, it's where the old soap shop. I think it used to be an antique store at one time also.
It's probably had many faces
it had
over time.
A few faces, but it's got some bright colors in front of it now, so you cannot miss it.
Kind of sticks out in
it really
front.
stands out now. But the guys that are working on it, it was that Josh Knight that came with me that one time. Remember Josh
on the radio here? Yeah.
Well, Josh, he's a fantastic singer, and he sang with Tyrone Vaughn, and he did the opening act for the UFO Festival for him. But he was telling me that they hope to make it change the face of it or what type of an escape room it is throughout the year. So maybe it's not always going to be an alien escape room.
It's themed throughout the year.
Yeah, so it's going to
might be a Christmas one year or something.
Yeah, or maybe it will be a Halloween one, or it may be a cowboy theme one. I really don't know what all they're planning, but it's going to be a great.
Maybe next year a patriotic theme one during the.
Yeah, you know what? That might be really, really cool.
Yeah.
And down the street from there is Alien Fizz. If you've not been there, they've got all kinds of retro candy, and retro drinks.
Pretty much any kind of soda you can think of.
Yeah. And they recently let me know that they're working on a plan of redoing their facade in the front. So it might be looking a lot like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
If I
It's
start
going to be
seeing-
lots of colors.
If I see kids blown up and floating, I know what happened.
the fizzy drink, whatever
Right.
that's called. So, I mean, there's just so much going on Main Street, Mike, and I just really encourage people to come out. And, of course, if you haven't had a chance to look at the Chaves County Cultural Plaza, they already did the groundbreaking in June. That is also part of Main Street and part of the county. So where the Chaves County Courthouse lawn is at, you have the administrative buildings, the parking lot, and directly behind that, they've already started breaking ground. So we hope that this plaza, it's called the Chaves County Cultural Plaza, that this plaza will be up and ready to go for use, hopefully by the end of this year, first of next. But they're moving pretty fast over there. So we're hoping to see some great things going on over there.
That could create some great additions to UFO Festival as well here.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be another venue and other things to move us around.
Yep.
Because we're not just on the Main Street. We go east towards Virginia and encompass the Railroad District. And I hear some things are popping over there. As soon as I know a little bit more, I'll tell you guys.
We'll get the
and
skinny.
then, who knows? Maybe we'll have barbecue again. We'll see. But over on the west side, we go all the way to Richardson, and in the middle of the alley, actually, is kind of a weird place for our district to end, but it's
just
in
where
the
line
alley
is.
behind all those businesses is where the district ends. So a lot of great things, and of course, all the way towards burritos and more. So anyway, guys, please come out and support what's going on and be proud of our community.
Absolutely.
We are working hard to try to get this place exciting, and of course, get it ready for the air races.
Absolutely.
The air races are coming around, so we're going to be flooded with people.
Time to put the party dress back on again.
That's right.
So, but start tomorrow. Come out and begin at 7 a.m. for farmers market and everything
That's right.
else.
We'll
Good
be
deal.
there.
All right. 8:30 on the dot. I was hoping to get you out a little early, but we'll get you there. So
Hey, I'm done. My husband's probably texting me saying, we got to get on
I'm
the
sure
road.
he's getting a little like, come on, hurry up.
Come
So
on.
she's all yours now. Thank you, Barbara. We'll see you next time.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Take care. Safe travels.
Bye-bye.
It is 8:30. Let's pause for a quick commercial break, and then Sonia Bolaño is going to join us with Outreach Program Services. You want to pay attention to this conversation. Don't go away.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
For the first time ever, the National Championship Air Races are touching down in Roswell, New Mexico. From September 10th through the 14th, witness the world's best pilots battle it out in the fastest motorsport on the planet. Vintage warbirds, cutting-edge jets, aerobatics, and family fun, all against the stunning New Mexico sky. 3, 2, 1. Get your tickets now at airrace.org. Don't miss this high-octane spectacle.
At New Mexico Gas Company, we believe there's money hiding in your home. It's true. It's hiding in your insulation, in your water heater, and in your furnace. And New Mexico Gas Company can help you tap into that money with rebates up to $800 for high-efficiency natural gas improvements. Your energy costs will go down, and your wallet will thank you. We're New Mexico Gas Company, and we provide energy efficiency solutions to save you money. That's why we're here. Learn more at nmgcgetrebates.com.
With your Pecos Valley News Update, I'm Jared Sorello. Congratulations going out to Bailey Dennison, who was crowned this week as the Eddy County Fair Queen. Outgoing Queen Taylor Salter handed off the crown. Dennison's first official duty was to hand out the ribbons and banners to 4-H and FFA members during the awards ceremony at the fair's livestock barn. Dennison is a 15-year-old sophomore at Artesia High School. Megan McKibben of Carlsbad and Paisley Phillips of Artesia were the runners-up. A Clovis man is convicted of child abuse after shooting his daughter in July of 2023. Police said Jeffrey Smiley opened fire on his ex-wife's car after finding out earlier that day that the couple's divorce had been finalized in court. The ruling meant that Smiley would not be allowed to see or visit his 7-year-old daughter. When he fired the gun, the child was struck and severely wounded, but survived. Smiley will be sentenced at a later date. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
If you plug your nose, you can't tell the difference between an apple, potato, and an onion, unless you open your eyes. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:34, and joining us in studio this morning, a well-rested Sonia Bolaños back with us with the Outreach Program Services. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing good. Doing good. How's your summer been going?
It's been amazing.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Are you ready for kids to go back to school and all that, or is it?
It doesn't really matter to me.
Doesn't matter in your world.
No.
Any family like I'm ready for you to go back to school.
Right. I know. But I'm ready for the football season. That's for
you know
sure.
what? And I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready for a football game on TV last night. Like it crept up on me.
Really?
Like, they had an NFL game on last night.
Oh wow.
Hall of Fame game, and I literally got home from work and they're like, coverage of football. I was like, it's still July. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it kind of came quick. So yeah.
Yes.
And then here in about 2 weeks, of course. Bolaños fan, he knows a little something about high school football, so
yes.
we're weeks away from some of those games.
That's true.
But now, last time you were talking with Sean, I was getting to Lubbock doing some medical stuff. This is really a pretty cool way for a lot of folks to save money, and it's all through this Energy Transition Act. And so explain it to me like I'm a dummy, because, well, I am, but just kind of break down what this means for folks.
So it's the Senate Bill 489 that was passed this year through the governor of New Mexico.
Okay.
And so basically what it is that now anybody can qualify for solar energy.
Gotcha.
And so you do not have to purchase the panels that go on your roof. And
the expensive part of it.
Yes. So what they're doing is they are producing solar farms throughout New Mexico. And so your electric company will get the grid of the energy from the solar farms, and they'll transfer it over to you.
Okay.
So
basically plug you into the solar grid.
Yes.
Gotcha. Encourage you to say, hey, shift your power resource to our solar panels here.
Yes, that's correct.
And you're going to save a little money if we do that.
So you can save up to 28%.
Okay.
It just depends on what your income is, but everybody in New Mexico can
regardless
qualify.
of how much money you make, you qualify to enter the program. The amount, your percentage of savings will vary based on income.
Correct.
That's the difference. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So it doesn't matter, and I don't care what anybody says. I'd like to pay less for something. You know what I mean? That's and if this is, and I'm sure that from the state's perspective, they're trying to say, hey, we're trying to shift people to alternative resources.
Yes.
Hey, let's dangle the carrot to get people to do that a little bit.
That is correct. So they, like I said, they're producing the solar farms, and so you will still pay your electric company, which it could either be Xcel, P&M, or the EPE, which is the El Paso Electric.
Okay. Is CVE part of that? I know some people in our listening audience.
They are not.
Okay.
They're not part of it.
They are under them, and I just want to make sure if they were part of it too.
No, CVE is not participating in,
They're on
that program.
They got their different program.
Yes,
gotcha.
That's
Perfect.
correct. So then your energy, your electric company will, like I said, they'll get that grid off of the solar farms, and they'll transfer it over to you. So you will still have to pay a portion to your electric company, which is like the state taxes, the
Uncle Sam's got to get their cut.
Yes, their fees and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But your electric bill will now be transferred over to the solar energy company, which is, I believe it's Solstice.
Okay, very good. And which they're the ones that are doing all the equipment, the investment of the solar panels and all the stuff. So you don't have to stick all that all over your house and do all that.
No.
Basically, they're going to reroute where you get your power from. And basically, instead of it going to whatever plants it's in now in the grid, it's going to plug into these solar farms, basically.
That's correct. And so now anybody can, like I said, they can apply for it, which is anybody that lives in an apartment complex,
Okay.
A trailer,
Is it basically anybody that's paying an electric bill, I'm guessing,
Yes.
right? So if you are in a rental property, you don't pay the electric bill, then your landlord or owner would do that.
Yes.
But basically, if you pay an electric bill, you qualify for this, as long as you pay it to one of these companies we
Correct.
talked to.
Yes.
So very good. And so you can kind of check in with that. So if folks are kind of thinking, man, this is pretty cool, but I need someone to sit down and talk to me and explain this to me, is there like a place through you guys that they can sit down and talk to?
So they can come by the office at 212 South Lee.
Okay.
And it's here in Roswell. And then they can also call the number 575-244-6911.
Very good. And so this is, obviously, folks, low income stuff, this is a fool not to take advantage of this. But like you said, anybody that's basically paying an electric bill and is paying it to one of these participating companies qualifies here. So I'm thinking out. And guess what? Especially right now, July, August, which is probably arguably your highest electric bills of the year right now, with cooling costs and everything else, you're probably thinking, man, I sure would have liked to lock $10, $15, $20 off this bill, and some even more depending on what you qualify for here. But every bit helps on that kind of stuff. And
yes, it does. So right now we are signing people up for it.
Okay.
And so it will be available and it'll be ready to go like in the fall.
Gotcha.
So you will actually start getting the discount for the winter.
So now we're taking the sign-ups, but they'll actually flip the switches, so to speak, in the fall here.
Yes.
So literally, I guess, in this case. But so sign up now. Again, they can come by your office there or call. Is there a website people can go to do it as well?
There's not at the moment.
Okay.
So
but
now it's just
coming soon.
Yes, as always. Yes.
And of course, anytime you're doing, when we're talking about energy stuff too, is one thing I would recommend is a lot of power companies offer free home energy audits and things during this time of year. Take advantage of those. If they do offer those, they can save you a lot of money when it comes to this kind of stuff too, because they'll literally go through and pressure test your house and to see if there's leaks in your air conditioner or, where air is getting out. They'll check a lot of your light fixtures and everything to see, if those are good and or replace bulbs and things with the more LEDs or the less or the more energy efficient. I get that'd be the better way to term it. Light bulbs and stuff. The next thing you know, they're replacing filters and things. The next thing you know, there's another $20, $30 off your bill because they're doing that stuff. So in addition to this, take advantage of some of those other opportunities too.
Yes.
I know, and just, other tips. I know this is not directly through your guys' programs, but kind of same thing with sometimes some of these power companies will offer you incentives and stuff when you swap out air conditioning units or even appliances like refrigerator, high energy use appliances. A lot of times they'll give you discounts for using more energy efficient appliances and equipment and things too. So check in with your individual companies, whether it's, it doesn't matter which one, and see if you can save some money that way too. So
yes,
it's a good way to do it.
Especially right now, the way the economy is, any dollar that you can save is worth it.
Well, you can't even get a meal for under $30 right now.
No.
And I'm talking at fast food.
Exactly.
I'm not talking at like, we're not sitting and eating at fancy Applebee's. No. I'm talking about McDonald's.
I know. That is true. Even McDonald's, they don't have the dollar menu anymore.
Yeah, it's like they call it the value menu. It's like $3.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. It's the world we live. Our parents did the same thing. I could get a Coke for $0.25, and we're like, I used to get a chicken sandwich for 75 cents.
I know. Hey, I remember when I was still in school and we would leave for lunch from Goddard, and we would just drive all the way to Taco Bell for a 39-cent taco.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then usually guys, like, especially the football players, they probably get like 20 of them for like 2 people.
Yes.
They're 39 cents. It's like, yeah, you could literally feed. I mean, come on. I remember when I was a teenager, KFC had these basically little chicken sandwich sliders they called Chicken Littles, and I think they were like 39 cents each. I remember me and my friends, we bought like 30 of them. I mean, we're just sitting there with a stack of them. And we just slide right through them, you know.
Yes.
So you get away with that when you're a teenager.
That's true.
You do that now, you pass out in a coma. But all kidding aside, folks, please take advantage of this Energy Transition Act. If you're paying an electric bill, you qualify for this, and whether you save, and like I said, depending on income, you could save up to 28% off your energy bill cost each month by just signing up for this program. And what I think about it is, whatever you think of energy and where we get it from and all that, I know one thing: if I can get the exact same thing I'm having right now and pay less for it, I'm for that.
Yes, that is true.
So whatever you want to get politically and all this, I don't care. I'm just like, look, if you offer me the same thing and I don't notice and I'm paying less money for it, sign me up for that. And this is one of these great programs.
Yes.
And who knows? This is trying to, we're in that peak time of year where these power companies start talking about brownouts and all that stuff. It's because when it gets 105 like it is next week and that drains on the power source, we get more people signing up for this. You're not going to be seeing brownouts and things like that.
Right.
This is as much as we're saving you a buck, it is for the greater good going to make life a little better for us around.
Right. And then, in the wintertime, we sometimes have those, grid outs and
sure.
It's just like, oh my gosh, a couple of years ago we had that.
Oh yeah, when we get those like Winter Storm Goliath type situations, and
I think it was like a couple of years ago when we had it in Texas,
and
literally it was like a whole week without electricity.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while you'd get your electricity would turn on for like
30 minutes,
an hour or so, and it's like, hurry up, let's
quick,
finish,
do the thing, charge your phones while you can.
Yes, do some laundry, something, and it would just, go out again, and then you'd be without electricity. And
this is how we get
so
not so expecting those or having to deal with those kind of issues.
Yes,
and you get to save $1 or $2 on top of it.
Yes, you get to save, and you still get electricity.
Yeah,
so.
that's the thing. As long as I turn my lights on, they come on, and it's kind of like it's utilities.
Yes.
No one cares about plumbing till it doesn't work. People don't care about the water as long as when you turn on the spigot, it comes out. When you flush the toilet, it goes where it's supposed to go. The moment that doesn't happen, everyone cares about water.
That's true.
Same thing with electricity.
Yes.
You're like, I don't care about it until I can't turn on my air conditioner, and then I got.
Oh, I know. Or the heater.
Yeah, or the heater. Absolutely.
Yes.
So, Sonia, is there anything we wanted to cover? Anything we skipped or whatever?
No, just to let everybody know that we will be this evening. We will be at the rec center.
Oh, cool.
Also with the family night.
At the at the Aquatic and Recreation
Yes.
Center here this afternoon, which for the RSD, that is today.
Yes.
We've been talking about it here on the radio, but there's resources for kids for back to school. I think they're doing haircuts and
Yes.
all kinds of stuff. There's going to be a lot of resources for families, kind of like this here, if you want to learn. It's like, man, I just spent a bunch of money on school supplies. Well, maybe we can get you back on the back end here with
Yes.
your energy bill.
I know. We'll help you save what you spent on supplies.
Absolutely. So come on out to the Recreation Aquatic Center. You guys will be out there this afternoon.
Yes, we will be out there handing out information and signing people up as far as like making appointments because, we won't be able to have the time to sign
sit
people
you down,
up
but
and
we can
sit
get you
down
on the basically set up the appointment list and have you come in next week or
Yes.
something and get your forms filled out, get the process started, and next thing you
correct.
know, here in the fall, you start seeing that discount on your bill here
Yes.
a little bit.
So we'll be there tonight, and then we'll also be at the Health Expo tomorrow.
Okay, at the mall tomorrow.
Yes, at the
here.
mall.
So if you missed tonight or whatever, or if you get I get it. There's a lot going on both places. If you get wrapped up, you're like, oh, I forgot to see Sonia over there. Let me go hit her at the mall tomorrow.
Yes.
They're there too. So, but please ask questions. If you're going, what is this? This sounds too good to be true. Yeah, well, ask questions and let's keep you. It's really scratching. It's scratching two people's backs. It's scratching your back in the way that you're going to save some money. But this is really the way that they're trying to say, hey, we're trying to encourage people to use the solar, use this stuff. Let's, because if we're going to put this stuff to create alternative energy, but also take a strain off the grid currently, this is how we do that. So it's not only good for the greater good, it's good for your back pocket too.
Yes,
so
that's
a big
correct.
one. And at the end of the day, like I said, as long as you turn the air conditioner, it works. Does it really matter where
where you get it from?
Exactly.
As long as it works.
As long as it works, and this is a win-win because it's cleaner. It's and it's adding to the grid, adding to the resource, or bringing more resources to the grid overall, so we have less issues. Good thing. So, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Don't stay dry, I guess, at the aquatic. Don't get too near the pool there if they're trying to. and get some Oys or something while you're at the mall tomorrow. Or the salsa.
Yeah, the mall is just
not
a mall compared to where I come from.
I know. Well, just hang out near La Salsa and you get a burrito. You're good to go.
There you go. Yes.
You just hang out there. That's my happy place in the mall is La Salsa. I'll just sit here and eat burritos. I'm fine. Occasional quesadilla, but
Right.
Thank you as always.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. It is 8:50. Let's pause for Red Apple update and a quick commercial break. Don't go away.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. It's August 1st. The deadline for tariff agreements was technically midnight. There's been a flurry of new tariff deals before the deadline. Many, but not all, are set at 15%. Bill Gates' Microsoft started today as just the second company with a stock market value of more than $4 trillion. The other's NVIDIA. After the closing bell, Apple reported the biggest revenue growth since 2021. iPhone sales rose 13%. And Amazon's multiple businesses did well, but they gave a gloomy forecast. Shipping companies say purchases on Amazon have been down. Reddit rose on advertising and licensing revenues. Wall Street now doubts the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates before October, maybe later, because Jerome Powell thinks tariffs are starting to increase inflation and cutting them would cause more inflation, he believes. The economy is not good for many of this year's college graduates. Muhlenberg College says local chambers of commerce are an often overlooked source of companies wanting to hire. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
It's back to school time again. The one thing that never changes at this time of year is how much we need to pray over our schools. There are also words from the Bible that offer encouragement to both our students and educators during this time. Joshua writes this, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Solomon writes this in Proverbs chapter 3, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So our church would like to pray this prayer over you. Heavenly Father, as our children and educators step into a new school year, we ask you for protection, wisdom, and peace to surround them. Guard their hearts and minds. Fill them with confidence and perseverance, and help them to be lights of kindness and faith in their schools. Bless our students, our teachers, our friends, and families, and guide them all in your truth and love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
For the first time ever, the National Championship Air Races are touching down in Roswell, New Mexico. From September 10th through the 14th, witness the world's best pilots battle it out in the fastest motorsport on the planet. Vintage warbirds, cutting-edge jets, aerobatics, and family fun, all against the stunning New Mexico sky. 3, 2, 1. Get your tickets now at airrace.org. Don't miss this high-octane spectacle. Attention homeowners! Fulkerson Plumbing has an August special that's too important to miss. This month only, take advantage of their whole home plumbing inspection and water heater flush. Now only $149 for homes up to 2 bathrooms and $249 for 3 or more bathrooms. They'll check all the plumbing fixtures for leaks, damage, and corrosion. Plus, offer special repair discounts. Right Fit members save up to 20% while non-members still save 10%. Don't let hard water cause major issues for the plumbing in your home. Protect your investment. Call Fulkerson Plumbing today, 575-221-9772.
Celebrate the bounty of Lee County at the 89th Annual Lee County Fair and Rodeo, August the 1st through the 9th in Lovington. And get ready for the biggest entertainment lineup in New Mexico, August the 5th after PRCA Extreme Bulls, William Beckman. August the 6th, Faith and Family Night with We the Kingdom. August the 7th, Tough Enough to Wear Pink with Randy Hauser. August the 8th, it's American Heroes Night featuring Midland. And August the 9th, for Volunteer Appreciation Night, country superstar Miranda Lambert. Annual Lee County Fair and Rodeo, August the 1st through the 9th in Lovington, New Mexico. For more information and tickets, log on to LeeCountyFair.net.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Celebrating the music and legacy of Rod Stewart, Rob Caudill and his incredibly talented all-star band bring the fun, sound, and excitement of a Rod Stewart concert to life in Tonight's the Night, live at the Spencer Theater on August 9th. Featuring Rod Stewart's legendary drummer, Carmen Appice, and Rod's former saxophonist, Katja Reicherman. This show is not one to miss. Get your tickets online at spencertheater.com or by calling the box office at 575-336-4800. We'll see you at the Spencer.
You can't hunt camels in Arizona, but you can buy them. They go for about $10 a pack. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:57. Stay tuned next hour here about 9:15 or so. We're going to replay our interview we had with the Roswell High cheer, some of the juniors from the cheer team and cheer boosters as well, talking about as they're getting ready for the fall. They got fundraising events, things coming up, so they'd like to get you guys involved with all of that there. So definitely something you want to check out and all that. They kick butt, those girls. So anyway, hey, don't forget Bill Johnson Auctioneers. They've got their big Dudley sales and service auction this Saturday, August 2nd, 9 a.m. sharp. They got a special viewing today from 10 to 4. After serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas for 43 years, the Dudley family were retiring, and they're going to be selling the following at their public auction. An excavator, water truck, dump truck, motor grader, backhoes, dozers, trucks, belly dump trailer, equipment hauling trailers, trash trailers, reel trailers, REEL, trenchers, wheel loader, enclosed trailers, portable air compressors, forklifts, a boat, and much more. It's going to be at the Dudley Sales and Service Auction Saturday, August 2nd, 106 Smoky Trail Circle. If you're coming from Artesia, go 3 miles west on Highway 82 to Country Road 90. Just look for the signs there, but that'll be at 9 a.m. sharp there. They always have some great stuff at those Bill Johnston auctions. Definitely don't want to miss those. I know some folks who get some real good stuff at those things, and or especially I remember one gentleman. He would repurpose freezers. Like he'd go and buy chest freezers and things like that from auction from Bill and various auctions, and he'd go and turn them into man cave refrigerator and freezers, and he'd like put fix them up, make sure they're working good, obviously, and then kind of make them look like your favorite sports teams or whatever. So if you're a Cowboys fan, he'd make you like a Cowboys one or whatever. They're pretty cool, and he did, and he made. I think he made quite a good living doing that too. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, also don't forget, and this is something they're going to be talking about next hour is Kitty Camp with the RHS Cheers going to be today and tomorrow at the RHS gym. Actually, first one's underway, and then they'll do it again tomorrow. So they're talking about that during the interview. So so we'll be part of that. But that'll be all on next hour's interview. So, but that is happening today and tomorrow there. All right, you're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We will be back on the other side of news. Do not go away.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. America's employers dialed back their hiring last month. The unemployment rate ticked up a notch.
The Labor Department reports an increase of 0.1% from 4.1 to 4.2%, where it's remained for the past 13 months. The department estimates the number of unemployed in the U.S. at some 7.2 million people. Earlier this week, Fed Chair Jerome Powell assessed the U.S. job market as stable.
The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment.
The report says the economy added 72,000 jobs in July, but revised the previous 2 months of payroll statistics down by 258,000 jobs, negating those previously reported gains. George Williams, Washington.
President Trump has signed an executive order boosting tariffs on dozens of America's trading partners.
The order was issued shortly after 7 p.m. Thursday. It came after a flurry of tariff-related activity in the last several days, as the White House announced agreements with various nations and blocs ahead of the president's self-imposed Friday deadline. The tariffs are being implemented later for the rate schedule to be harmonized. Taiwan will have tariffs set at 20%, Pakistan at 19%, and Israel, Iceland, Fiji, Ghana, Guyana, and Ecuador among the countries with imported goods taxed at 15%. Bernie Bennett in Washington.
Flooding spawned by powerful storms swept the mid-Atlantic and Northeast last night, claiming the life of a 13-year-old Maryland boy who was swept into a drainage pipe. The powerful storms snarled traffic in the air and on the roads as well. Authorities in Arkansas say 28-year-old Andrew McGann has confessed to stabbing a couple to death. It happened in a state park in front of their 2 young daughters. Watching Wall Street this hour, the Dow down 594 points, while the Nasdaq is off 451. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals, too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
International reaction to President Trump's tariff hikes. BBC's Jonathan Head.
Thailand was told it had a deal 2 days ago, but had to wait for President Trump's big announcement to know what its tariff rate would be.
19% is a relief for the government and for Thailand's manufacturers. That puts them on more or less the same level as their competitors. As most of what they export to the US cannot be made economically over there, most companies expect their US customers to stick with the same suppliers, although the tariff rate does mean all imports from this region will cost the US consumer more.
In Ukraine, Kiev observing a day of mourning after a Russian drone and missile attack killed 31 people, including 5 youngsters, and injured more than 150. Yesterday's attack marked the highest number of child casualties in a single strike in the city since October of 2022. News and analysis, townhall.com. Growing number of parents opting not to have their young children vaccinated.
U.S. kindergarten vaccination rates inched down again last year, and the proportion of children with exemptions rose to a new all-time high of 4.1%, up from 3.3% the year before. It's the third record-breaking year in a row for the exemption rate. The vast majority are parents avoiding shots for non-medical reasons. Public health officials focus on vaccination rates for kindergartners because schools can be cauldrons for germs and launching pads for community outbreaks. Currently, the U.S. is experiencing its worst year for measles spread in more than 3 decades. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Today, the National Transportation Safety Board is wrapping up its public testimony about the fatal mid-air crash between an Army helicopter and a commercial jet back in January. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The tabloid said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres Inviernos
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. It is Friday.
Wow. Even the bell was giving up on us.
Bell's saying, I'm taking the weekend.
I'm spent.
Now.
I didn't get the memo. I guess Bell took the day.
Bell is
personal day.
Bell's on a 3-day weekend.
Mhm.
But happy Friday, everybody.
Yes.
Excited for the big weekend, your final weekend of freedom.
Yep.
Enjoy it.
My final weekend of 40.
Oh.
Yeah. Thursday of next week, I'm officially 40. I'm in my mid 40s. I used to mess with my kid's mom because she's a year older than me. So I always used to say that once she turned 40, she's now in her early 40s. Enjoy it, because once you hit 41, you're in your mid 40s. 42 and on is your late 40s. So now I have to eat my words.
That's right. Do you have plans for the big 4-1?
No real. I mean, well, we are going to take a little excursion next weekend. Go to the Lee County Fair. Check out Midland in concert on Friday, and then Miranda Lambert in concert on Saturday. Hopefully, she'll be. I actually just read a story about how Miranda Lambert has embraced the virality of the booty shots that have been making their way online.
She was internet famous for a couple days there.
She said, "I tried to warn you back in 2014 of the what did she say? Her backyard swagger." And she said all this while playing the song "Little Red Wagon." Because that little red wagon that she be dragging did be breaking the internet. But yeah, we'll be checking her out Saturday night.
Well, you can see it in person next Saturday.
I was making the joke. I'm like, really hope she brings that out. It might be a Morgan Wallen exclusive, but we'll see what happens.
He will.
I mean, you know, and you can like, you know, try to make your way up to the front. I figure if she's wearing that skirt, I'm gonna be pushing people aside like they got my mama in captivity up there or something. Move! I gotta get up there.
Sean's single. He's looking to mingle.
Mostly just looking to, you know, enjoy a show.
Is Miranda got a boyfriend or husband?
No,
I don't know.
That's not my aim.
I know she's been
homeboy.
through a few over time, but I don't know if she's currently with someone.
Well, she was formerly with Blake.
Yeah, but she's been through a few people.
Yeah, she's definitely been.
over the course of her famousness.
Well, when you have a backyard swagger like Miranda has,
yeah,
you don't tend to wait around a long time.
She has baggage.
Well, trunk space, we'll call
it. Sorry, I had to throw it in there.
Yeah.
It was right there. But cool, good deal. That sounds like
what
fun.
even is that pitch? Hey, Miranda, interested in a middle-aged local DJ who lives in a trailer park?
Got to start somewhere, right?
She goes, you know,
with 2 kids.
Of all the times I've had, I haven't had that one.
Well, let's think of the song she can write.
I mean, you're not wrong. I got.
I'll be your muse.
I got at least an album's worth of my own baggage.
Come with the muse angle. I can be your muse.
Be your muse, your flame. I can show you the world.
And then we can start charanda.
Charanda?
Sean and Miranda.
No,
we're putting it together.
How about mean? M-I-A-N.
I like charanda better.
Mean. Charanda. I went to school with that, with the charanda. Actually. Nice lady. Nice lady.
Oh, man. The possibilities.
Of course, you sort of lose the sh of it all when you drop the A-N in my name, so it would be Saranda.
Yeah. But for sounding, it sounds way better as charanda.
I agree.
My charanda.
For fanciness' sake. And what I'm actually excited about is both Midland and Miranda Lambert are two of those artists that they have a lot of those songs you're like, oh yeah, that's them. So that's gonna be that should be a good show.
I would argue they would even cover multi-generational. Like there's kids.
Midland especially.
Yeah, Midland. They've
been doing this for a while.
They had hits in multi-generations, so they cross generations.
Yeah. So it's gonna be should be a fun weekend.
Whereas like most of the country artists today, like none of your parents have heard of, but all the kids have heard of.
Yeah.
Like
Shabuzi.
Yeah. Jelly what? Bean? What's this guy's name?
Oh, you mean WWE superstar Jelly Roll? Which I got to give him credit. I will say this. Like, I've just having seen him kind of doing his thing in ring and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking really, really good.
He's
like
getting svelte.
He's getting svelte.
Turned into Post Malone.
He's been doing 5Ks and like marathons and stuff. He dropped, I think, what was it, 230 or 40 pounds by now.
It's easy when you're rich.
Well, when you have a lot to lose, that's really what it comes down to. If you're a bigger person, it tends to you tend to lose a massive amount of weight when you try.
And then when you got someone you're paying $100,000 to make sure you put everything in your body you're supposed to. And,
well, actually, no. It's more like he's made conscious decisions and he's taken advice from people like, for example, Post Malone of all people, who has kind of kept him on like a regimen of running and doing these 5Ks. He hadn't been like doing the whole personal trainer or anything. He's literally just been like grinding.
So when he's not fat anymore, what's his name? I mean, you can't call a skinny guy Jelly Roll.
Sure can. At that point, it's ironic.
Nah.
Like how I was Shorty Smalls.
That's the artist formerly known as Jelly Roll. Give him a symbol.
You can call him Snackwells. All the flavor, none of the fat. I miss Snackwells. Those were actually legitimately good. I mean, yeah, they probably had like the Olestra that made you like, anal leakage or whatever, but those were some good cookies. Those devil's food ones
There was one that they had that I was not a fan of.
Yeah?
It it was a chocolate one.
Their sandwich cookies weren't very good.
Yeah,
but
maybe it was one of those because I bit into it and I was like, this tastes like a cookie with no flavor. Like if you took all the flavor out of a cookie, this is what it tastes like.
their devil's food cookies were real like
Okay, maybe I had one of the
were,
cream ones.
They were divisive.
Yeah.
People either loved them or they couldn't stand. I enjoyed the bejesus out of them.
Yeah, you know what? I saw a debate on Facebook of something very much like this, and I'm totally in the fourth side of. And I'm not proud to admit it, but at Burger King, my favorite thing is the long chicken sandwich. People were like crapping all over it, and they were saying but for me, there's something about that sandwich.
I will say this:
hits a spot with me. I don't know why.
I had one recently, and it was just not a pleasant experience. And I'll tell you why.
It's got to be hot.
Well, but next time I order it, I'm going to make sure I get it with extra mayo.
Did
because
they go light?
they gave it was like less than a squirt of mayo on the whole thing.
You got to go right with the mayo.
And that long of a chicken sandwich, that dry, is like now I got to get through this.
You need a line, not a squirt.
Exactly. I can't. One squirt does not a good chicken sandwich make. So.
But I don't know what it is. It's just something about that sandwich, the way it tastes. It's something whatever their processed chicken is in there, the way it holds the juice or something. Like when you
has the juice.
I don't know. I can't. It does. The other one does not scratch the itch. No other sandwich, but it's that one. And but you're right. I've had bad ones, but even in my head, a bad one of those is better than some other chicken sandwich.
Since we're talking about chicken consistency, have you had a chance to indulge in the new snack wraps from Mickey D's?
Yes.
It is the chicken that the chicken strips that they have should be.
Yeah.
It's the right kind. It's the actual
I'm
chicken, not
pull back the
processed.
curtain. I'm not a huge fan of the chicken strips.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
I mean, let me rephrase that. The first time I had them, it was right at the crack of 11 because the app won't let you order lunch until 11. So I ordered them at the crack of when they started serving lunch. So they were as fresh as they could possibly be.
Gotcha.
And they were good. They
were
were
right
really
on.
good, actually.
Okay.
But every other time I've had them, garbage.
Okay.
They weren't good.
When hitting the
I'm
tank.
I shouldn't disparage a fast
I
food
maybe should
company,
give
but
a second try. I did try the one time, and
get them fresh for sure.
maybe that.
But the the wrap chicken.
Yeah, I like those.
That's
I've only had them once, but I had one of each. I had a ranch one, and I had a hot one,
The
or
spicy
whatever.
one, yeah.
And one of each. And to be honest, I'd like the spicier one if you put some ranch in it.
Really?
It needed more liquid.
Zing?
It was a little drier to me.
Sure.
And so I needed like if you put a little ranch dressing in the spicy chicken one or buff, I don't care, a little something in there.
Just a little.
It needs a little something. You know, where the ranch one, it was the nice lubricant lettuce chicken tortilla ratio.
The big takeaway from this hour: your boys like some lubrication in their sandwiches.
Chicken needs lube.
Chicken needs some lube.
Especially white chicken meat.
We're old, man. We can't get it down our throats like we used to could.
Hey, look at Chestnut with the dipping. By the way, I saw him eat. Savannah Bananas got a hold of him.
Oh, yeah?
And he did what they call the banana dog eating contest.
Oh.
And it was not hot dog. It was like it was a hot dog bun, and then they filled it with like fruit and whipped cream and whatnot. And
that actually sounds
He
not
ate
bad.
a bunch of those in a contest. Well, it was him and several other nameless fat guys, like the Washington Generals of the eating competition.
Did he still do the dip?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was dipping.
Oof.
Yeah, it was dipping.
That's rough.
Yeah, there was moisture involved.
I mean, I will say this. I'm a massive Joey Chestnut fan.
Yeah.
But watching him compete is hard.
Watching any of them compete. I actually tried to sit through the Coney thing this year. I couldn't do it. I was like, this is revolting. I was like, I don't want to sit here 20 minutes of this watching this.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant experience, but I'm proud of the journey.
But it was like the Kentucky Derby. It was like 3 hours of talking about it and 10 minutes of it actually happening.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that your game that you went to recently, your Banana Ball, was a tester because they just announced the new season of Banana Ball on True TV.
Nice.
With all the teams.
Okay.
Like they showed the logos of all the teams.
Yeah, they're featuring it. They're trying to make it like a competitive, legit. I mean, yeah, it's got different rules.
Did you see any like cameras or anything around when you were
Well,
there?
there's cameras all over the place because they're filming at the thing and showing it to you. So there's cameras everywhere.
I wonder if maybe your game gets featured. I'd be
Might
curious.
Might be.
Maybe they were filming the season while you were, or at the game you were at.
Well, if you want to bet on the game, I'll give you a line.
Yeah, I feel like
Price is right.
I feel like that would really mess up the point spread. We're betting on games from 3 months ago.
That I've seen. Oh yeah, the score changed right about the time I had the cup of noodles.
That's why I do kind of always chuckle when I see like a DraftKings commercial on like AEW or WWE. It's like you can gamble on
wrestling,
fixed sports.
You're an idiot.
I mean, I understand there's a modicum of like, you have to understand the competitors in the match and figure, okay, well, who's probably going to get put over based on implications for the title picture. You could do that, but it's like, it feels, but then again, the bets that they have on like DraftKings are like, who's going to pull their finisher first?
Yeah.
It's like, stuff like that you really probably couldn't just know.
Although, if you're inside enough, you can make a lot of money doing it.
Yeah, it's true. If you're a producer.
Yeah.
Tony
That
Khan.
300 he's going to do his finish move at the 507 mark.
Tony Khan is just on the phone, on the line with his DraftKings proxy.
It's an interesting way to pay for your business. It's an interesting business model. Just saying.
Tony Khan becomes the Pete Rose.
I write you the script and I'm betting on it to see if it happens right.
Let's see what happens and send.
So if a weird thing happens, someone's thinking, I'm going to get him lose his money. I'm gonna flip the script.
Somebody swerves in the ring.
So I gotta turn this work into a shoot.
Gets back to Gorilla. You're like, you blew the point spread.
That's right. Yeah. So bet on wrestling, kids.
That's right.
Makes sense.
Can't go wrong.
We're gonna replay our interview we had with the Roswell High Cheer here in just a few minutes. Actually, their camp is today and tomorrow, so you can get in on day 2 tomorrow if you just learning about it. But we'll play that interview for you here in just a mere minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to tell you something else, but I forget what it is. So, it is 9:20. Here is your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like mid-90s for us today. We'll have sunshine most of the day. We do have a very slight chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Overnight, a few clouds, upper 60s to about 70, and then we start warming up on Saturday. We'll be in the upper 90s for the afternoon high. We should have plenty of sunshine, even hotter on Sunday. We're in the low 100s and sunny. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 74 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity's at 69% with winds out of the west at 6 miles per hour. Sunny and a high of 93 today. East winds at around 5 miles per hour. Enjoy that because it gets hotter from here. There is a 20% chance of rain for tonight. Partly cloudy with an overnight low of 69 degrees. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Saturday, sunny and hot, right near the century mark. 99 is what they're officially saying, but south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then we hit the 1-0s after that. Sunday, sunny and hot. 105, 105 for a high on Sunday, and the hits just keep on coming. Monday, sunny and hot with a high of 104. Tuesday, sunny and hot, 102. Wednesday, sunny and hot, 105, and 105 for Thursday as well. All right, it is 9:22. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and then on the other side, we'll play our interview with the Roswell High Cheer. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
So I make a silly joke about it never raining, and now it seems like it'll never quit. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. All this rain is great, but soon the weeds will be waist high and the bugs will be as thick as flies. But here at Roswell Seed, we have just what you need to control the weeds and fend off the bugs before they take over. So come see us at Roswell Seed, and be careful what you joke about. Mother Nature sure has a wicked sense of humor.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
The inventor of Pringles is buried in a Pringles can. I wonder if they got their hands stuck putting him in there. Here's Mike Winters.
Joining us in studio this morning, we're talking some Roswell High cheer. Of course, joining us as part of the Band Boosters, Charlotte Gurule back with us. Wearing a different hat this morning. Good morning,
yes.
Charlotte.
Good morning.
And then, of course, Jessica Montoya, also part of the Boosters. Good morning.
Good morning.
And then we have 2 of our high school juniors, right?
Yes.
As part of RHS cheer. And let's see how bad I botch people's names. Fernanda Lopez.
I'm
Did I get
here.
that one right?
Good
Now, this is the one I'm a little nervous about. Emily Anchonda.
Close enough.
Close enough? Huh?
Anchondo.
Anchondo. Yeah, I didn't emphasize the O enough. So, welcome, Emily. We'll just go with Emily. Good morning. First off, thanks for coming in. I know you guys don't want to hear this, but like a week away from school official, you guys excited? Right? You guys have probably been back for a bit, though, right? With cheer and getting ready.
Yeah,
and
we've been in the gym a lot.
getting prepared for the season.
Yes,
but
we
officially
are.
start school next week. You guys excited or?
A little.
Right?
Yeah. New schedule, new everything.
Well, juniors are kind of a big deal because you're not like you're now you're part of the upper
upperclassmen.
echelon of the school now. You know, you're part of the big dogs. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a cool feeling, right?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Pretty good.
But I imagine too, from cheerleading standpoint, it's more responsibility, right?
Yes.
Because now you guys are kind of the veterans.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be some new folks coming in, and they're going to be kind of like you guys were a year or two ago, or kind of big-eyed and like, I don't know what I'm doing here, and someone kind of, you know what I mean, helps you out. So how's that roll for you guys?
It's good.
Yeah,
I like
excited
it.
for that?
Yeah, it's actually like good to like help out the underclassmen and like,
Sure.
be a role model for them.
Sure, because you guys were wearing those shoes not too
Yes.
long ago. Here. What was that experience like for you? Was the team pretty welcoming, or was it, you know?
They were.
really
When we were freshmen, our juniors were really nice.
Gotcha.
And our seniors. They're really nice too. They were welcoming. They made sure we feel nice.
Now, and this is where I'm a little naive. Like, you know, like in like football and stuff, like some of the players, they played each other in junior high, and so they kind of have a history. Is that true in cheerleading world? Like, they all look like, oh, even though she went to Valley View or went to Brendo, I saw her
kinda.
game.
It's like, oh, we went to like different schools. It's like we were competition, but now we're like
Gotcha.
family. We're like a big family, so
Gotcha.
it doesn't matter no more.
I didn't know if you're like, oh, I know her from over there, you know, I know so-and-so from somewhere. I didn't know if it got like that, like it does in football and stuff like that. Oh, he was pretty good when he played for, you know, Orange or whatever it is, you know. So very, very good. So talk about the off season for cheerleaders. What's the kind of stuff that you guys do to prep to get ready for the season? Is it learning routines? Is it just hitting the gym? Is it a combination of all of that?
Combination of all of
Kind
it.
of talk about the off season for a cheerleader. What that work regime is about.
The off season is we start June. It's like mostly like conditioning to get us back into the feeling of cheer.
Gotcha.
And then we start to work stunts, and then we go into like learning chills for football season, basketball season, and then it just all combined.
And our
Gotcha.
fight song. Our fight song.
We learn our fight
Sure.
song.
Well, but at this point, you guys are juniors. That should be down pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
You're like, you've probably done that about 100 times now.
Yes.
So.
More than 100.
Tell them about the camps that you guys have
we've gone
done
to
this
2
summer.
camps
Okay.
this year, yes.
And now these are talk a little bit about these. Are these like a camp, a state camp kind of deal, or something,
Well,
or is it?
it's camps that we go. Well, there's one out of state, and
Okay.
well, not out of state.
Okay.
In here, but it wasn't. It was out of town in Albuquerque.
Okay.
And then we had one at our school.
Okay. So you guys hosted a camp
Yes.
and taught future coyotes to be,
No,
It was
we
an
hosted
organization.
Goddard. It was like
okay.
It was like a big camp. It's 365 camp.
Okay.
365 Spirit.
So it was all the cheerleaders locally here from Goddard, yourself, and kind of helping out.
And the one that they attended was a national camp. Actually, it was almost a week-long camp in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Under the Universal Cheerleaders Association, UCA
cool.
camp. So, I mean, they were working from 8 until 8. So it was a full...
Sometimes 9.
Now, do you guys go as a team or individually?
We ran as a team.
Okay, yeah, because it's kind of like you got everyone knows the movement. People don't realize it. As a cheer team, everyone's got their, moving parts, roles. It's no different than a football team, or you got someone who's like your quarterback, someone who's if that cog's missing, then the whole thing's not going according to plan here.
So they had 15 teams out there, and the girls placed first, second, and fourth during competition among the 15. So they did an exceptional job.
Very good.
Really,
So-
really great.
So you does that when you that's awesome achievements. Does it kind of put you more on a radar kind of thing, and people because on the competition side of things, because that's the other thing people don't realize too is on Friday nights you're out there cheering or at the basketball game or volleyball wherever, but when you're not doing that, you're competing against other cheer squads across the state, across the nation, depending how far you go. Does when you come out of camps like this, does that put a bigger kind of target on your back a little bit? Is that, we got to watch these girls this year? They're going to be.
It just feels good.
I would say because we're going to like a really big camp, and not a lot
Yeah.
of schools get the opportunity to go
Sure.
to that camp.
So it's kind of prestigious to be there.
So it was like a big thing for us to be there.
Nice.
Because it was
They
their
wouldn't
first time
expect
going.
Roswell to be there.
Yeah, they wouldn't
God.
expect
Oh,
Roswell.
they're kind of like, these new kids, and you come in.
Yeah.
Come
Like
in
these
and
new kids in
handle
town.
business.
And then not only that, but during that camp, we had some of our kids try out for an All-American team.
Okay.
Which 3 of them did make the team.
Wow.
Yes.
And that gives them the opportunity to travel to
Rome,
London,
New York.
Nice. Nice.
So here we have a team like they say that, nobody's going to expect Roswell to come. And then we showed up.
Come in there.
They showed up.
Come in there like gangbusters and said, they came all right. And they took care of business and walked away with some hardware. Well, congratulations. What was that experience like for you? Was it intimidating? Was it exciting? Was it a little of all of that? What was it like for you?
Trying out for the All-American, it was really nerve-wracking, and then when I stepped on there, it felt like, I felt like really easy. Like
Okay.
I felt like I belonged.
Gotcha. Once you were in the group, like at first you're like, I don't know what to
sitting down
expect.
watching everybody try out, it was really nerve-wracking until I was standing up myself. It was just like
You saw the skill set and you're like,
easy,
I can hang with these folks.
Yeah.
I can be here. I should be in this room. And then you were, and then you ended up doing pretty good. I think that, and you learn that as you get older. Sometimes we build things up in our head and we almost out talk ourselves out of things sometimes. And so you're kind of learning that lesson younger in life that, sometimes you got to push through those things and, hey, we build these anticipations in our head and these expectations, and then we get in there and it's like, that is way not what I thought it was, or that I thought that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, or that wasn't as as I've gotten older, and things you think are like very prestigious or elite or something like, ooh, that's too fancy for me. And then you get in there like, these guys are dumber than me. I mean, you know what I mean? You'll find more of those as you guys go through life. Trust me. But very exciting. So let's talk about like what's next for you guys. Is like obviously the cheering at the games and all that stuff. But as far as the competition side of things, what are you guys working towards next? Is there like a big competition here in the fall that you're kind of training for, or what's kind of that season like for you guys?
We work hard through that season. We have our choreography camp,
Okay.
which is like that will be coming up pretty soon, and then our competition starts, and we will be hosting a competition at Roswell High this year.
Very good.
Yes.
So that puts a bigger, like if you're the host school, you got to be pretty good. You know what I mean?
Mike, it's just amazing, what these girls do. They are practicing 5 days a week. They go to tumbling twice a week. And on top of that, they are continuing to do fundraisers.
Sure.
So that, we can get the equipment that's needed. And, we have a big fundraiser coming up, and I'm going to let Jessica.
This is a
talk
great way
about
to
that.
help people out. Oh, and by
yeah.
the way, they're full-time students and preparing
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
life after high school and everything
doing
else.
other sports
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah.
these are some busy athletes.
I'm
that we
tired just
have.
hearing about your kids, to be honest.
You should see our practices.
Well, I mean, half of it's just, when you're done one practice just to go to another practice for something else. It's all part of the same thing, but different. So, but one of the big things people can help here is, this is where the boosters come in, is it does cost quite a bit of money to go to travel, to lodge, to host.
Absolutely.
Not to mention equipment, just the cost of doing the actual cheerleading. It's quite expensive, and the schools don't always pay for as much as people think.
Right.
And so a lot of that,
just
meals,
thinking
things like
about
that,
meals.
ancillary stuff. A lot of that comes out of, you guys raising funds, the boosters raising funds, you guys out,
Right.
Doing various events, performances, or car washes, or whatever it is you need to do to get those things. So that's a great way people can support, is be a part of like kids camps.
Our
these
kitty
fundraising.
camp.
Yeah.
We're fixing to have a kitty camp this coming week, the 1st and the 2nd.
Okay. So it'll be this for Friday, Saturday.
Friday and Saturday
Yes.
from 8 to 12. We will provide lunch. We will have bake sales. The kids are going to be divided up into groups so
Okay.
that they can perform. There will be a performance on Saturday, so
Nice.
they will
So
perform
you'll
with
get
their
to see
group.
your children
Yes.
doing their
Yes.
thing out there. And
Yes.
so bring your cameras to videotape and create those memories.
Yes, yes. It's $40 per kid.
Excellent.
There is a discount if they bring siblings.
Okay.
It's going to be a great
more
time.
kids, more savings. So that's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
And that's kind of work, because if one of your brother or sister's going to want to go, the other one's going to be
Right.
hankering. If you don't, the problems that's going to create in the house. So
You
bring them all.
We've had tremendous support from the community. The girls have had to get their sponsors, and we've just had an outpouring of support from, and we'd like to thank all of the sponsors out there. They've really
Absolutely.
come through for the girls.
Well, keep it going, because it is a never ending. Just when you think you're ahead, then something else comes up, and you got to raise more money or get more stuff here, and so it's really cool. Now, I heard baked goods. You guys bakers? Any of y'all bakers?
Oh, they'll be the ones making. They'll be the ones baking for
Like
the.
if I put you on the spot to bake something right now, what's your all right, let me go and do this.
Cookies or
Cookies?
brownies.
Okay, particular
brookies.
kind.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah,
Okay.
chocolate chip.
Always can't go
Can't
with,
go wrong with
no
those.
one's gonna. No one ever says I hate chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you might hear oatmeal raisin or something, but you never hear anybody say that
Yeah.
about chocolate chip ever. By the way, you're wrong on oatmeal raisin. They're delicious too. Anyway.
Right. They are.
But and again, so this will be this Friday, Saturday, and then from 8:30 to 12 at the RHS Big Gym there. So it'll be right there on the school campus there. And what's the age group for the kids for the camp?
It's 4 years old all the way to 8th grade.
13, whatever that is.
Yes.
What
Eighth
grade
grade.
there
Yeah,
is in
eighth
there.
grade.
So, and like you said, it's $40 per child, and then there's a $5 sibling discount thereafter. So the more kids you bring, the more $5
Right.
discounts.
Right.
But come out, and then of course your kids get to work hand in hand with the RHS cheer staff, and they get to see and do some of the performances and things that you guys are working on too, and learn. They're not going to hit you with the hard stuff, the basics. And I'm going to say they're scouting too, because you never know. They might be in there like, see that? We're going to see her in 4 or 5 years. We're going to see that child in 4 or 5 years.
Especially
They're
for the middle schoolers,
Yes.
we'll keep an eye out for them.
We
Keep an
do
eye out.
keep an eye out for the middle
So it is.
schoolers.
They're scouts in the audience, folks.
We're watching.
So let me ask, what's I know it's beginning of the season and all that, but is there certain parts of the year that you're looking for? Is it the competition? What do you get excited for the most? Is
Football
it
season.
Football
so it's the games on Friday,
Yes.
going to the
Friday
games?
Night Lights.
They're always fun.
Sure.
It's
Well,
just
that's
fun like this.
Yes.
Everybody.
it's a rock concert,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's the
Seeing
energy.
stands fill up too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Our stands get full for all the
Especially
football.
when our student section gets hyped,
Yeah,
and then we get
actually
hyped.
Sure.
And the Charlie's
Participate
Angels
and
do.
And that happens a lot, not just the Goddard Roswell game, folks. So
Yeah.
if you go to more than
That was
a
a fun
couple
one.
games, but
Yeah.
That one's
that one's
a
Those
always
ones are always
the
fun.
best game out there.
sure. But well, yeah, those are electric. But yeah, when you come out and feel that home side and get the between you guys and the band going on out there, it's creating a great environment for folks to come do the game, and then like I always I got to ask, because now I'm very curious, because I always see this happen at football games, but I'm always curious, like, what's, like, you know, the part where y'all always either go to their sideline or the cheerleaders from the other side go to your sideline, and you kind of have a powwow or a little, what's going on there? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I'm sure it's like a warm greeting.
It depends.
Or is there like,
it's like,
I'm gonna nail you next week at competition.
No,
I want to know what's going on in those conversations.
So like when we went to, I want to say Lovington one year, they invited us to go to their side and they gave us like a goodie basket and then like welcome us to their field.
Okay.
Or like.
So it's all good, Jeff.
Yes, like a nice, good competition. No bad, nothing.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like, you know, from our standpoint, it's like, oh, they're shaking hands, but like deep down, it's like, I'm gonna get you next week in that competition.
Yeah. We'll play little games.
We do like a cheer. It's like do it, and then like all the freshmen would go in the circle and they'll like cheer.
Okay.
And then sophomores and juniors and seniors, and then everybody.
Okay. So I gotta ask, is there a cheer that's like universal that literally just plays over in your head, like before you go to bed at night or anything? You know, I mean, one of those ones that are just, it's like an earworm that gets stuck in your head all the time.
I think right now it's just the UCA cheer that we learned.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably what you're working on at that moment, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing it
It's
100
whatever
times
you're
over,
working
you go to
on.
bed at night and you're just in your head going,
Yes.
you're just doing it in your sleep here. But in the meantime, folks, support the Roswell High Cheer team by signing your children up for Kitty Camp. It's this weekend, August 1st, August 2nd, at the big gym at Roswell High School from 8:30 to 12:30, both days there. Cost for the camp is $40. It's for children ages 4 through 13 years old, and there is a $5 discount for each sibling you bring, and I'll let you pick which kid is the $40 and which ones get that. That's something you decide as a family. But come and meet the cheerleaders, come meet the staff, come, especially if you have children with aspirations of doing cheer and dance and those types of activities. Come meet the kids doing it right now, and create a few mentorship role model. You know, that I'm telling you right now, you guys know, you juniors, you've been doing this. You guys are little rock stars at these events, and these kids, they look up and they see you guys, and man, one day I can be, on the sidelines Friday night watching the game and doing that. So very cool. So what is the competition schedule? So like you do the games here, but when do you have your first big formal competition? Is it here early fall or around Christmas, or is it
early fall?
They haven't come out with a schedule yet.
Okay, but
for
general
the-
rule they kind of usually have.
Yes. There has been one before Christmas in the past, and then after Christmas time, real quick, they start coming up.
So like when you compete to the level where you could go compete at state, national, is that something you do in the winter, in the fall, or is it both? Is that when's that season for you guys?
It's like fall to winter.
Okay, so you kind of cover both.
Spring.
Because you know how, like, all right, these months we're doing baseball, or we're doing football, or you guys, it's kind of covers all of that a little bit. I mean, work-wise, you guys are at all the games, so it's all season. But I didn't know
Competition is really January to April.
that's kind of your big, so you're
Yes.
done by then, and so. But that again, that's a busy time too for the cheer. Especially depending on how good the basketball team's doing, or shoot, now we got to go to Albuquerque for a tournament there, or whatever.
For the basketball team last year, we had to go up there to Albuquerque to cheer them on.
Yeah.
Because they were close to winning state.
That's kind of
Going to
fun.
state.
They're close.
We were there.
Do you guys? You guys getting? Is it harder when you're at state because you're like, oh, we're gonna have one more game, and then all of a sudden you don't? Like, is that kind of a, oh man? I mean, that when you get those feelings because you guys are right there, and you're, and right there, and sometimes these games are decided by a last second thing. It's we're 1 point away from playing tomorrow night or something like that. Do y'all? What's that been like when you've experienced that up there in state?
I wasn't there last year.
Last year? I don't know. It's just like fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
But I mean, obviously you want them to win because you're like, I want this to keep going.
Everybody gets like into the game.
Yeah.
When we're especially on the sidelines, like we want to literally jump into the game.
Sure.
To help them out.
And depending on the time of the game when they're playing, there could be quite a few people in the pit at that given time. Generally speaking, and for folks that have never been live, I mean, go check it out. It's worth. But basketball and volleyball too. There's a lot going on at once. Sometimes, depending on how they set up, there might be not so much with basketball, but definitely with volleyball, multiple games going on at once, and then you have fans from one kind of going in and out. So it can get kind of chaotic sometimes, particularly volleyball. But basketball can get a little nutty too, like that. So I didn't know, dealing with all that, does that get confusing sometimes? It's just, hey, we stay with the group and we're pretty good to go.
Yeah, we'll stay together.
Very good. But folks, now let me ask this too, and this is probably more for the booster side. What's other ways folks can? I mean, obviously, they can make donations, things like that. If folks want to support the cheerleaders and the boosters here, what's the best way to do some? I mean, besides coming to Kitty Camp here this weekend?
Through sponsoring, we've had some amazing sponsors this year.
Okay.
We each of our kids have gone out to hustle for sponsors. That's the big one.
So if you're a business or individual and want to sponsor, please reach out. I know you guys have a Facebook page. If you do like RHS Cheer Boosters.
We have an Instagram page.
Okay.
Yes. You guys do not have a Facebook page.
No, you
right?
don't.
It's
I
just
saw one for RHS Cheer.
So I think the Roswell High. The school Roswell High
page, reach through that, and someone will. And of course, if you come by the school now, especially since people are starting to show up in the building again, since we're a week out now, you can go in there and someone can get you in touch with the boosters.
Right.
And we are there whenever they have an event. Like the Booster Club will be there.
You're there boosting.
Right.
Not boosting.
Sure. Yeah.
Not the old school boosting I'm talking about. No. Stealing radios at the back. I'm
Jessica and I, we were in Albuquerque during the camp. So we were there, to help make sure that, the girls had dinner or, whatever snacks and drinks. Yeah.
They were passing out a spirit stick. That was pretty cool. So the coaches called us, hey, we have to decorate a spirit stick to pass on. So going and making sure that they had all the material that they needed for that. It was really busy. It wasn't stay in your hotel and read a book.
Sure.
Like we were busy and we
that's
stayed
a lot
busy.
Of team building
right.
too.
It is a lot of team
because the whole team's together deciding on what that stick should look like. And you ever got 20 people in a room to talk about the same thing, you get 20 different. I don't care who the people are. You're going to get 20 different opinions.
So we have all of the parents that participate in the Booster Club, but Jessica and I are one of the officers on there. She's the secretary. I'm the treasurer, of course, handling the funds for them.
You kind of have experience there.
Just a little. just a little.
Tiny bit.
So, and so we, just work and keep the parents informed, keep everyone informed of where the money, how much we've collected, what the revenue is, what the expenses are, so we can account for every cent that we have.
Very good. So please, if you want to, if you have the ability to support these hard-working students, it's shocking. I mean, yes, the schools support when they can support, but you'd be very surprised how much money comes out of students' parents' own pockets to go travel to a cheerleading event or a sporting event, or not all school activities get the funding that football gets. I will say.
Very true. Very true.
Even for transportation, just transporting our kids to Albuquerque. We met at Roswell High 7:30 in the morning on Sunday. Loaded up all of our kids into vehicles. Car pulled over there, stayed there, waited for them, and car pulled back.
Yep.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Parents are as much cheerleaders as the cheerleaders are cheerleaders.
Absolutely. We were there to make sure, that they had all their needs covered, and so, we were just as busy.
Well, you just want them to focus on the performance or whatever, the competition.
Everything that they need to make them successful is what we're here for.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And again, we just want to send, shout out to all of the sponsors. They have just been incredible in supporting the girls. So,
Keep
shout out.
And there's room for more.
Absolutely.
So if you want to reach out and there's perks to being a sponsor. They do thank you, mention you a lot, get a lot of notoriety for, and obviously, as a guy that does the local morning show here, those small businesses especially that you see. The cheer posters and the different from each, from Goddard, from Roswell, from all over. We thank those businesses for doing that.
Absolutely.
Because, especially those mom and pops where they don't have an HR budget or, you know what I mean? They literally, it's a family running it. And so $200 to them means a lot more than it does to say McDonald's. We just, you know what I
Right,
mean? So we're
right.
very appreciative of those folks and doing that kind of stuff. So please keep it up. I love it. Please support. And I tell you, I as a guy that lives in Roswell for a long time, if you got a bunch of posters on your window, I'm more apt to come pop into your business.
That's something we've been speaking about is how are we going to show appreciation to our sponsors? So maybe signs at the football games, posters,
Absolutely.
the back of a shirt.
Yeah.
We're trying
Come
to
on the radio, you mentioned
absolutely.
them, all those things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right. Yes.
Absolutely. You know, that's what they do is promote. They're cheerleaders.
Right.
This is kind of in the, you know, they're leaders of cheer, promoting, getting everybody up and going.
Right.
That's what they do, and they'll do that for your business too. And I imagine you, you know, if the price is right, you might even do a few appearances at a business or two.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
You need a grand opening ribbon cut, and it's awful cool when you got a bunch of Roswell High
That's
cheer.
what we're hoping to
you know,
do
with
is
the
have
pom-poms
these
and welcome everybody
athletes
in.
out there as much as possible.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
very good. Before we go, we'll leave you guys the last words. Anybody want to say hi to family, friends? any you know?
Hi, Fabian.
I don't know.
My family and
Cover
friends.
family, because you'll get in trouble with the family. The friends you might get away with, but if you miss mom or dad or brother or sister, or somebody, you're gonna pay for that one later.
Yeah.
I guess my whole team, because obviously we can't fit all
27.
We can try. You know what? If any team can do it, I think it's the cheer team, because you know you're.
Stack each other.
Yes.
Well, it's like those. You ever played those games where they do like team building and
Like
and
the doctor games?
Yeah, or one of the more popular ones is they'll have like a wooden box that's maybe like 2 feet by 2 feet, and they got to get like the team of 10 or 15 people all standing on the box kind of thing. Like I feel like that's kind of right in your wheelhouse as a cheer team. I mean, you literally are on each other's shoulders, literally. I mean, we could. I mean, this is if anybody could do it, that's your guys, right?
Yes.
Or you should nail that.
And Emily's mom actually stepped up. She is the booster president.
Okay.
So Yolanda and Shonda. Yeah.
Condolences, congratulations.
And of course, she made All-American. Emily made All-American.
Congrats. So what's I know you're only a junior now, but what's aspirations after high school? What do you guys want to do?
I want to be a real estate agent.
Okay.
I think that's my biggest goal right now.
Nice.
Like towards that.
Okay. Do you want to be like you watch those shows on like HGTV where they're driving Lamborghinis and selling $1 million homes and all that stuff? That what you want to be doing?
Yes, I want to be that person.
Got the fly outfit and you look at,
Yes,
yeah, I got you. Okay, all right. High heels all the time, no matter what. Yeah, I got you. Some car with the doors open this way. I got you. All right, what about for you? What's life after high school for
I
you?
would love to go to college, either here in New Mexico or back in Texas, because that's where I'm from. I'm
Okay,
not from
originally.
New Mexico.
What part of Texas?
El Paso.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty close from Roswell. It's not that far, so I get to visit my family.
We're always 3 hours away from everything.
Yeah.
And it's about 3 hours away.
I want to be an X-ray tech.
Okay.
Yeah, or
Good deal.
either a teacher. It's one of those two.
They happen to have good programs right here in town for those things, and you gotta probably save a few bucks
Yeah.
doing it too. Do you both want to pursue cheer after high school, or if you go to college or whatever? Or
I would want to, but I
Time,
think
you
I
worry about
will.
time.
Yeah, time.
Well,
I think I would want it for.
I got a feeling you guys are pretty good at time management, just because of what you do right now.
Yeah.
So you might find that you'll be able to. You might. Who knows? If you guys are, you might have free time once you get. You're like, no, I got more time now than I did in high school. I only got like 4 activities in college, and instead of 7 here, you know. But I get it. Play by ear.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of scholarship school opportunities for cheer in colleges and things? Is there? I'm sure it doesn't get the money the other sports, football, but can you go to school on a cheer scholarship? Is that very feasible?
It's possible.
Good deal. It should be. I didn't know how much they invested in that kind of stuff. So, good deal. So, do you think like if you applied, would you ever try like I don't know, I'll go to Tech or something and see if I can get a UNM?
Maybe
if
I have the
scholarship?
skills.
Yeah, if I get to the skills that I've been working on.
Well, you're juniors. You got 2 years to get the. We can create an 80s montage with the music and then get y'all dancing and doing. And by the end of the montage, you guys are going to be amazing. That's how the movies do it.
And the thing is, like college cheer and high school cheer are like very different.
Are they?
Yes.
Is
like,
it Like the way they judge it? How's it different?
It's like the way the skills. Like some schools require you to have different skills than high school.
Okay.
Like
is
tumbling.
it more acrobatics in college level?
Yeah, like
Is-
more tumbling and flips.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a bigger insurance budget than high school. Maybe that's what it is.
Way bigger. For sure. Way bigger.
No. Keep it to ground activities. Once you get to college and the insurance goes up, we can put you up in the air kind of thing. I get it. Very cool. But, folks, in the meantime, come on out this weekend, August 1st, August 2nd. It's going to be the Roswell High Cheers Kiddie Camp. This is for students ages 4 through 13 years old. Cost for the 2-day camp is $40 per student. If for siblings, there's a $5 discount for each student thereafter, or each child thereafter. The camp will run from 8:30 to 12:30 both days at Roswell High in the big gym there. Come and meet the cheer staff, the boosters, everybody, and let the student athletes of Roswell High get their hands on your children for 2 days. Just kidding. Let them come and cheer and dance with our cheer team and learn the basics, learn what life is, and of course, get to meet all the cheerleaders and do you guys sign autographs? I mean, do you get?
Well, they're going to get shirts. Every camper will get a shirt.
Nice.
The
and then
first,
we can sign the shirt.
Absolutely. The first 50 that register will get a goodie bag.
Okay.
Every camper gets a shirt, and if they want to, we will provide the Sharpies for the autograph.
We'll get that down, and we'll get it, and they'll even sign your forehead if I'm just kidding. Now, if your kid comes in, I want to get that tattooed, then we're going to, can you, the parents might want to have a conversation of this one here. Right? They want to tattoo this thing. Let's wait a few years on that. But anyway, no, come out and have some fun, learn. Hang out with the cheerleaders, learn, get your kids an opportunity to kind of, be looking up to these young folks as they do that. I mean, trust me, it's your kids look at them like rock stars, and you guys get a kick out of it too. I know, but it's pretty cool when all these people look at you and think you're cool. It is kind of neat when that happens. I don't get it very often, but every once in a while, it's kind of neat. So. But and good luck this season, and
Thank you.
And next year seniors, so you're gonna have to really take the reins and do all that. You excited?
Yeah.
But one step closer. Let's get through this year first.
Yes, let's get through this
We'd
year.
also like to thank the coaches.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The coaches have done amazing this year. They have visions, and they are following through.
Nice.
It's awesome.
The
It's
plan
been
is
a
coming
great
together.
year.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Good deal. Well,
Yes.
stay healthy and have a great season. And who knows? Maybe we'll be talking about some blue trophies later on.
Yeah, we can do a shout out to the coaches, Andy Rico and Aaron Collier.
Very good.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Amazing coaches.
They're the ones that
doing a great job.
They're the ones that stay up all night, probably thinking of the routines.
Yes.
And who's twisting where and when and what this and that. And
Texting us in the middle of the night. I have this idea. Let's do it.
I have a vision.
Yes.
Right.
I got a lot of Zoolander in my head now. I don't know why, but the face. I'm going to do the face.
Right.
Yeah, we often get those 11, 15
Yes.
messages.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's that artist side. That's the, anytime, I'm sure people in bands have the same thing. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, they get the idea for the riff or whatever. And I'm sure with this, I've got the thing that connects this thing to this thing. It's, if we do this, it's going to be this.
Right. And teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
So we're doing it.
And I would get, too, do you guys get input on that sometimes? Like when you're actually working through it, and as you're going through it, it's like, what if we did, instead of this, we do this?
Yeah.
That you guys get input in that kind of thing,
We
too?
do.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. Like they
Yeah.
involve us,
Yeah.
which is nice because they take our opinion.
Well, and as you're getting, becoming juniors, seniors are going to rely on that more, too. Right? That's part of the cool part. Well, good deal. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
And good luck on this season. And this weekend, come on out to the kiddie camp. And then, of course, we're only a couple Fridays away from seeing them on the sidelines here at the Wool Bowl. So, ladies, is there anything we missed on the mentioning or anything for the booster side? We information we wanted to get out that we just skipped or spaced on?
Well, we've had numerous fundraisers. We had a salsa sale, and that was really, really popular.
That was a hit, yes.
Yeah, we're hoping to do that again in the future because people have been reaching out asking for the salsa.
Do you guys have a secret salsa chef that has like a secret salsa recipe?
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
Thank you, Mama Lola.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, it's good if they start with mama some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody named Mama something never makes bad food.
That's
never,
right.
Ever.
She makes good food.
Ever,
She does
ever.
make good food. I
Ever,
tried
ever.
it.
So, everyone out there, when you see a cheerleader coming up with a sponsorship form or one of their fundraiser forms, just understand these girls are working really, really hard
That's right.
to get the equipment that they need so that, they can be outstanding this year and, just do what they do.
Come support them any way you can. And yes, maybe if you come up all, you got any of that salsa? Maybe they can work something out. Come up like a drug dealer. You got any of that salsa?
You wouldn't believe how many people have reached out asking for more salsa.
Yeah, it happens. Very good. Well, thank you guys, and we appreciate it. And definitely, as the season goes and you get time and anything we can do, pop in to visit, just whatever, we can let us know. We'd be happy to do that.
We appreciate it,
Thank
Mike.
you.
We really
Thank you for
do.
having us.
Very good.
you
Can I
so
say
much.
break a leg, or is that considered bad?
It's kind of considered bad.
Okay, I will say it then.
Yeah.
I know, like an acting and performance there is right, but for you guys, not so much.
No, we don't need no broken legs.
Don't break a
need no
leg.
more.
Don't break a leg. Break attendance records. There we go.
There you go.
Toss a pump.
There you go. Very good. Well, thank you guys, and great, good luck this season. And
Thank you.
we'll see you in here. We'll get you in here and do all that stuff. Maybe we can bring in a partial. Like how many you could fit in this room and do a cheer without killing anybody.
I don't know.
We have a
We'll probably
ceiling,
hit the
so I don't know. Probably like you two. That'd be about it. Thank you, guys.
We'll work on that.
All right, very good. 2-person cheer.
That's right.
Roswell's home for talk radio is 106.5 FM, KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. President Trump